show us the edge. Yes. The chip on the shoulders, the fight in the...
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. Ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, bunch of train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever.
Oh, yeah, much better. Definitely, they came out with aggression on both ends of the floor. The intentions were there, but, you know, we came up short tonight.
What did you see from your backcourt? CJ, DeJounte, I think they combined for 51. It seemed like those two were really going.
Yeah, they were getting into actions, getting quality looks for themselves and for their teammates. I thought we were aggressive offensively, 52 points in the paint, 30 free throws. We had some chances there, you know, where we cut the lead to 10, cut it to 8, a few miscues, a few missed shots, some 50-50 balls that we had to come up with that we didn't. And, you know, our margin for error is extremely small right now. So you got to capitalize on those opportunities and then just cut down on some of the easy kick ahead, you know, sort of mid-transition points that they got.
Hawk and VI, I know they were questionable missed today. Is there hope that they can still play on this road trip?
There's hope, but I don't have any update at the moment.
And then the three-pointers at 9 for 29 tonight, what can we do to kind of generate more open looks from three?
Well, we have to try to play a little bit faster. You know, I thought give them some credit for sure that I thought they picked us up full court to slow us down, to try to get us running our offense late into the clock. But we got to rebound the ball, get it out, kick ahead. Now we're in transition, getting to the paint. That's when you can get easy kick out threes. So just trying to take advantage of more quick strike opportunities.
Coach, on that same note, 16 assists, 17 turnovers, 14 personal fouls. You never want to see those three stats have all the same numbers, so to speak. Was there something they were doing when CJ come off the court that helped them get those runs? Just looking at the plus minus.
You know, they're a good team, and they capitalize on any mistake that you make. They're able to capitalize on it, and you know, like I said, we got to get back in transition. After free throws, they're getting it out quick, getting easy baskets. I think if we can take away the easy baskets, make them have to score on us in the half court, it gives us a better opportunity to get our assist numbers up. We can rebound the ball. We got to kick the ball ahead, share it a bit more. I thought the intentions was there, but, you know, like I said, no moral victories in this league, and, you know, we got to continue to work at it.
And I watched the bench for a good part of the game. Jose's up, Herb's up. I've had 5 shoulder surgery myself. Heard you give some of the updates. Just anything new on Herb, new imaging, something like that. How's he dealing with the patients with a rehab process that I know is really not?
Yeah, it's been tough on him, and it's been some challenges in terms of, you know, being out, and Herb wants to be on the floor with his teammates. You know, but there's some hope that we will get some of these guys back soon, and until then, we just got to continue to stay together, keep working at it, and get back after it tomorrow.
Where's the biggest spot of growth that you've seen from Yves so far? It seems like every game he's, you know, tonight he went coast to coast, you know, getting the rebound. Where have you seen him kind of grow the most?
I love his competitive spirit. At a high percentage when he's on the floor, he is giving everything he has. He's rebounding the ball. He's going down now, tracking guys and going for blocks. He's in the pocket, going up, finishing. He's given us a lot at that position, especially for being a young guy. And, that's a huge bright spot for us, being able to see him get the time that he's getting. We believe he's going to continue to get better.
Coach, kind of to stick on the bench. This team's still fighting for you. But, and the organization has went back to Drew, Zion won to Portland, DeJounte. They've given the guy support behind the scenes that maybe, people don't see. And I was going to get maybe what the expectations were on the guys going forward with missing games and then how the team was helping them support them through some things that just don't make it public.
Well, those guys are they're together, man. They're brothers, just, behind the scenes. They're all supporting each other. We're all in a difficult stretch, facing adversity, but as a group, as a whole, that's when we continue to pull together, continue to fight through it. And we all understand that eventually things will turn for us, but I'm proud of our guys and the way they stick together. It's just tough, while you're going through it. All right. Thank you.
Hey, Big Q, before you do anything, you have to play Big Gregory because there is hope. There's hope.
Well, we can't do that right now, DC.
Hey, come on, man. The rules are the rules, man.
Well, Willie's half crazy, so we don't need to kind of do that right now. All right, so it's a different energy. I guess he feels better about this win tonight.
There's hope.
It's lost tonight. He's back at it again. But anyway, shout out to y'all.
You got to give him credit.
All
There's
right,
hope.
DC. All right,
There's
DC,
no
calm down, DC. Settle down. DC's on
Man,
this
how
flight.
do you listen to that shit after what we watch and stay calm? What you man? Look,
Hey, I
what
feel
you what you got in that cup over there, Q?
Punch. Rum punch.
Man, you got to slide. You gonna have to slide some of that shit this way, bro. If you want me to stay calm.
I got it from you. What you talking about? I
ain't
got it
got
from
no
you.
more. I must have gave you the last of what I had because I can't be calm listening to that shit. Especially
All
after
right.
what I saw last game. So we not mad no more?
I mean, I don't know. It must be, man. That was the end of the press conference right there. It was one hit a quitter for the Pelicans. After that, man, Willie said what he had to say. He wasn't saying he was doggone or whatever he said, or flipping or freaking. Frickin'. There you go. Frickin'. All right. Well, anyway, shout out to y'all. Big Q, DC, Lex in the building. Pelicans mauled by the Grizzlies 120-109. Pels are now 4-16 overall, and the Pelicans are currently on a 7-game losing streak right now. And there is going to be difficulties. Sunday, the Pelicans play again. They're at the Knicks. Then Monday, they're at the Hawks. Then they come home for 2 against the Suns and the Thunder. So where's the relief going to come? But anyway, we're going to discuss that. We also
you said it's going to come against New York. Don't switch up now.
4-20 incoming.
DC 3-level score. DC, there you go. 3-level score. All right.
The Pelicans gonna win Sunday, right, Big Q?
Can I do the stats here, brother? Can we go into the stats so we can get the show going?
Go ahead and get over them garbage ass stats. Go ahead, man.
You totally disrupting the whole. Even though the Pelicans aren't consistent, but that doesn't mean that we have to act like the Pelicans. We have to be consistent when they are.
I didn't really want to hear the stats because they was horrible. That's why. But I'm sorry.
I mean, but that's a part of the broadcast, DC. You can't be a big petulant child, a big petulant Jamaican
I'm not a petulant child, man. I need a little therapy. I actually care about the team.
Well, that's why
sip
we
on
up
that
in
rum
here,
punch.
DC. That's why we up in here. This is therapeutic right here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. What's wrong with DC Lex? What's going on with that guy over there?
All right. Me talking about I'm a petulant child and all that. I thought this was a safe place.
It is a safe place, brother. You got your rum punch and you're good to
stop doing that, man. Get to the stats, bro. Get to the stats. Go ahead, man.
All right. Okay. DC going crazy today. All right. All right. So anyway, fam, shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for being in the live as well. Pelicans 120-109. They go down to the Grizz. Here's a couple of stats. We're just going to go through this stuff and then get right into the preview. I mean, this stuff, and then we'll get into the preview. Then we'll kind of span ahead. All right, tonight, Pelicans 38 of 91 for 42% from the field. The Grizzlies were 47 of 96 for 49% flat. Pelicans 9 of 29 from downtown, 31%. Grizzlies 12 of 41 for 29.3%. Pelicans did give 30 attempts at the foul line in Memphis. They hit 24 of 30 for 80%. The Grizzlies were 417 for 82.4%. 51 rebounds to 46 advantage. Grizzlies on that thing. They assisted the Pelicans by 20 assists, 36 to 16. 9-9 on the steals, tied up 7-5 block Pelican way. 15 turnovers by the Pelicans, giving up 9 points all versus 16 by the Grizz, giving up 16 off of theirs. Fast break points were won by the Grizzlies, 19-12. Points in the paint, won by the Grizzlies, 62-52 by 10. Largest lead was 17. Pelicans at one time did have it by 3 in the matchup. And of course, it's just one of those things where you kind of look at the Pelicans, man, and it wasn't popping and snapping for them tonight. It just was crazy. Now, they did win one quarter, which was the third quarter, by 1, but ultimately in the end, it just wasn't enough. 30 points by CJ McCollum tonight in 36 minutes. He was 11 for 19 from the field, 3 of 7 from downtown for CJ. 21 apiece by DeJounte Murray in 33 minutes, 6 of 17 from the field, 3 of 6 from downtown. He was perfect from the foul line, 6 of 6. 21.6 rebounds, 6 assists for DeJounte Murray. 21 for Trey Murphy. He had 9 rebounds to go along with that. He was 8 of 23 from the field, 2 of 8 from downtown. 16s from Yves Missi, 16 points, 14 boards, and 3 blocks for him in a 31-minute effort for Yves. Tonight, 7 from Javonte Green with 2 rebounds, and of course, off the bench, not much shaking. Brandon Boston played almost 30 minutes. He finished with 8 points. He took 10 shots, 3 of 10. He was 0 for 4 from downtown, 4 steals, 3 assists, 2 blocks, 2 from Elfrid Payton in 15 minutes to go along with 3 assists and 3 rebounds, 4 from JRE, 3 rebounds and 14 minutes of action. Pelicans went 9 deep total, and in the end, they got ran off the floor. They got beat by a team playing better. 27 points for Ja Morant, 7 assists, 3 boards, 23 from Jaren Jackson Jr. with 8 rebounds tonight, 20 off the bench for Santi Adama, who was just lighting the Pelicans up. He was 3 of 3 from downtown. The finish with 20.6 rebounds for the 7-footer, 7 from Jay Huff, also 11 from Marcus Smart, 13 from Wells to help the Pelicans go down. So there you go. Pelicans shift and fall yet again. So we'll shift to the family members. We'll shift to DC and Lex and hear what they have to say about the Pelicans' performance tonight. Lex, what say you?
I'm pretty sure the team, worked hard, but really at this point, it really doesn't matter if they work hard or not, because there's no game plan. There's no strong game plan. One thing that I noticed in the first half, for Memphis, it was a layup line. It was a dunk fest. Like, even with Missi out there, it's like, why are they getting layup after layup after layup after layup after layup? Easy shots. And then I'm looking down on the other end, and it's jump shot after jump shot after jump shot. And I don't have a problem with jump shots. I don't want nobody to think like that. But what I do have a problem with is, why is the other team getting layups, which a layup, for those if you didn't know, is the highest percentage shot on the floor. It's the highest percentage shot. It's a layup. Why are they getting the highest percentage shot on the floor every single time down the floor, and all the Pelicans are getting is jump shots? Something is wrong with that. Something is wrong with that. No, that can't happen. That means, I don't know, defensively, you're not doing something right. It's like, that's almost like you're just letting the other team go past you and just lay the ball up. but they got a lot of layups, a lot of back doors. Their ball movement was really looked really good. The activity with the hands, it's like there were no deflections. It's like, okay, guys, I understand, like, maybe defensively, communication wise, you are not able to do well on defense. But y'all do know something about active hands move your feet. You can deflect the ball. You can get in, passing lanes, something to break up rhythm. You have all that length out there and you're not even deflecting the ball. And the way that they were getting into the lane, they were small, just quick passes. The timing, they those windows were just there, and they just whipped that ball up in there, and they got it there. It's like, stuff like that just should not happen. And we're not even talking about Ja, doing the things that he was doing. Scottie Pippen Jr., he was, just slashing the lane, or he fumbled the ball and just pivoted, just did multiple pivots and just was moving the ball. Just basic things, basic basketball. That's a huge concern, because this isn't the first time this has happened. This has been happening. But the other thing is, Willie said something, and it really bothered me. I forget who asked about it. I think it was Lopez, but he was saying, how is it possible for you to get the team to make more threes? And his answer was pace. And I'm like, dog,
Faster.
I got a problem with that statement. It's not the daggone pace. I want to ask Big Q and DC and the rest of the chat, who would you want to take the three? You want Javonte Green to take the three, or do you want Trey Murphy to take the three?
Trey Murphy.
DC?
Trey all day.
Rum punch.
Okay. So the thing is that it's not about pace. It's about who do you have shooting the three? Why would you have someone that's not known for shooting the three? Why are you not creating plays, drawing up on your clipboard plays that specifically get your snipers open enough to shoot the three? That's what this is about.
I know why.
You can't just have a hot potato like,
oh, DC, let her cook.
He's behind the 3-point line, so give it to him, and he shoots the three. What? That's not that. Where's the IQ? That's not smart. That has nothing to do with pace. The pace, it has to be there, but everything has to make sense. It has to make sense. You want the right guy to shoot the three, Willie. You can't just be like, oh, we got to put up 43s, but you have the guy who has the lowest percentage behind the arc shooting the threes. Does that make sense?
Makes sense if you're Willie Green.
No,
it makes sense when you don't have any plays.
Can you all imagine Kuminga shooting more threes than Steph Curry? Does that make sense? What is that sitting well with somebody like Steve Kerr? That makes absolutely no sense. You draw up a play for a three, or call plays to get your snipers to shoot the three, not just JRE, Javonte Green. Shoot, I'm gonna use that word, frickin' Messi. You know what I'm saying? You don't want him to shoot the three, do you? Tice? No, dog. We need Trey Murphy. We need CJ McCollum to make those shots. So you set up plays that has nothing to do with pace. Dog, that has something to do with IQ, though. It has a whole lot to do with IQ. Because, look, playing with pace and just having a whole bunch of guys, a whole bunch of different guys shooting threes until you get all the way to 43s, which you did not make that quota. You didn't make it. That's insanity. I as a coach, that's insulting. What are you talking about, pace? Pace is not the answer to everything. Dog, it's about IQ has to hold some weight. And it holds more weight than pace. Because let me tell you something. I've seen slow teams, okay, win games because they had high IQ. Because they had the right person shooting the three. Because they moved the ball. It's ball movement and player movement. They knew how to play in a half court set. Don't tell me nothing about that pace junk. That's not feasible. I'm gonna need you to expand your coaching brain, whatever, if it's there, because I don't feel like it is, and it's not gonna be there ever.
Willie
But
Hope is
I've
there.
had a problem with that. Go on, DC. My bad.
I mean, it's kind of hard for somebody to do something that they've never been able to do, haven't shown you that they can do it, and haven't done it. The more I look at it, and we look at the success that Willie Green has had as a coach, I think it's purely just the guys that were out there were figuring it out. So now
That's
you
not
don't have,
a good enough answer. Well, figure it out, at your crib and just stay there,
because that's
dog.
that's
'Cause this
that's
is
what he
all
used to, Lex. That's what he used to. He used to them figuring it out. So it's like now that he's got guys that can't figure it out, we don't have a star player out there, or we didn't until DeJounte now. And as you can see, Willie look a little bit more upset as of late
yeah.
because DeJounte
And I'm
got there.
glad he does. I'm glad he
So
does. I hope Murray gets up in his behind, like, every game and everything in between. Because the thing is, this is ridiculous. Like, dog, you're not making sense. You're not making sense, man. I'm a middle school coach, for you to be on the pro level. I mean, it's like, dog, like I feel insulted. Like, dang, what am I doing on this level? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, shoot, can I have that job, please? Goodness
so
gracious, because that's ridiculous. What's going on?
Go
Oh,
ahead,
okay.
DC. Handle your business, bro.
Now he's taking care of his business.
All right. But yeah, this ain't a good look by the Pelicans. Like I said, man, this is Pelicans overall of 4-16. They're currently on a 7-game slide, and they sell you on the idea that we're gonna get a couple of these players back. They're gonna do this, that, and the third.
And they keep saying that.
Yeah, that's all they have.
But
That's
they
all
got
they
players
have.
back. And they still it's
Exactly.
like, so what
Yeah,
you mean to say is when you get specific players back,
hold on,
you
Lex.
need to start saying the names. Hey,
They don't have the right players back.
but the thing is that even with the correct players back, hey man, coaching still matters. You still got to coach. And even when those players are back, you still don't position these guys for success.
No, that's the problem that I see in the game. Like we did have the DeJounte Murray back here, but once again, the old habits die hard with the Pelicans. Their defensive breakdowns, the inability to defend the cup, guys getting there very easy. It's the defense is just too inconsistent. They're too inconsistent. The defense is just like Swiss cheese, man. The defense is Swiss cheese. There's holes everywhere. They don't communicate well enough. I don't know why Willie Green keeps running these zones out here. In order to play the zone, you have to communicate. You got to communicate. If you're going to play the zone, whether it's the 3-2 or the 2-3, you got to communicate. And the Pelicans players don't communicate well enough to do that. They don't. Guys are constantly getting beat. They're doubling guys when they're not supposed to. They're leaving areas. They're not communicating. They're not trusting in each other. And you hear it all the time from the broadcasters. Antonio Daniels talks about the communication. Pelicans don't trust each other on defense. That's what Antonio Daniels was leading to. It's like defense is about trust. You got to understand and trust that this guy can cover this guy. So even when you get simplistic and talk about the stuff that Willie's supposed to be good at, even if he might not be good at the offense, we know he's not, but the defense is supposed to be Willie Green's strong suit. He's failing there. And even when the Pelicans have guys like DeJounte Murray, CJ McCollum, and Trey Murphy available tonight at the same time, they still lose the game 120 to 109. They still lose the game. So you got your hitters back. CJ gave them 30. Trey gave them 20 plus. They had what? 3 players over 20 points apiece for the Pelicans tonight.
Yeah.
They had 3 guys that contributed points. Yeah, you had hold on, let me put it on screen for the family members so they can see it. Here you go, fam. Well, we just went over it, but you had 30 from CJ McCollum in 36 minutes, and you had 21 apiece from both DeJounte Murray and Trey Murphy III. Even Yves threw in 16, but outside of that, nothing else from anybody. And like I said, it's just one of them situations where the Pelicans defense is just Swiss cheese. You know, like I said, and I don't know if you're Willie Green, what you do. I mean, obviously Willie's message is stale. It's very stale. Like yesterday, well, the day before yesterday, prior to Thanksgiving, he came out, he was upset. Then after that, the next game, it was no upsetness. He went back, he defaulted back to what he was prior to them losing into the Toronto game. He went back to, I'm proud of my players. He went back to adversity is good, such and such. He went right back to that, but you still lost. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. You still lost. You know, so I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what they do here. And as we move it forward, man, like I said, I don't know. You keep burning all these tapes. Shit, you're going to set fire to the building because it ain't too much, you know, that they're doing. They're just putting out a bunch of bad performances. It wasn't as worse as the Raptors. Yeah, it's not good. So
they've been actually selling this bad product, you know, for years now. This has been a bad product, you know. And yes, I am talking about, you know, even with the, you know, so-called winning seasons, it's a bad product. These guys are not positioned for success. And, you know, and I talked to DC about this. We talked about it on the stream and right before the show. But, you know, the thing is that we say all the time that this is a talented team. But the thing is like, are they really?
Yeah, I think they're talented, but you ain't gonna see the best of them unless you got the guy to channel it, though.
What makes you a talented team is how you're positioned to play with other talent. And the thing is that the way that whatever you want to call the system or this philosophy, they don't look like a talented team. If you look at the eye test, it's like they don't look like a talented team because of this so-called system and philosophy. And that's what helps to make the talent on your team the way that it is. But, you know, right now, this talent is looking bad. So, I mean, it's not very talented right now because the philosophy and the system does not fit these guys. They're not positioned to succeed, and that makes a heck of a difference.
That's a big, but see that also it's a big part of the team doing well is the fact that the coach has to bring out those attributes in his players. He has to make those players fit. He doesn't have that, and he's not showing that. And that's what I was saying about him having the floor general. You getting DeJounte Murray back, you know, the second game since him coming back, and it just looks more of the same. You know, it's like guys are getting frustrated, and it's not the fact that they're not scoring enough points. Hell, they scored 109 points tonight. The problem with the Pelicans is they don't get enough stops. Everything is too easy for the other team. The other team scores too easy on the team where the guy's supposed to be the top defensive guy. So I don't know what you do if you're the Pelicans. Now, as we progress forward, not to beat a dead horse, but we moving forward. The next matchup is against the New York Knickerbockers. They're 11-8. They're 5-2 at home. The Pelicans have to go up there to New York on Sunday, 5 p.m. tip-off time, and take care of business against this goddamn team. So, I mean, like I said, this will be an interesting game because the Pelicans are basically falling through the floor right now, and I don't know how you stop the bleeding. Like we just talked about players that were out. We know Jordan Hawkins had another injury where he had a setback where he couldn't play. BI is still out. And even if they had Brandon Ingram tonight, I don't even know if they would have won the game. To be honest with you, I just this team, I don't know. They had enough people to win tonight's game. They had enough people. They had enough points. They just need to play better defensively and be like you spoke about IQ. Always talk about IQ. They definitely need to play smarter. And if Willie's the guy, I think that him from a coaching perspective, like you even see it when he daps guys off as they walking past him coming out of the game. He daps them off. It's like, man, Willie, these guys done tuned him out, man. They
He's
done
not
tuned
good at
him
what
out.
he does. And
They done tuned him out.
a lot of the things that he does, it doesn't make any sense. I just, you already don't feel any type of conviction. Like, it's, looking at him now in these last 2 games, he's looked a little different. But guess who's back? Murray's back.
Murray's back. So the pressure's
And
on.
Murray has been you can tell Murray's been putting that pressure on him. I mean, he already said, man, like, he said it was a horrible game plan last game. It's like, these are the things that have been needed. And what's the difference between these last 2 games with Murray compared to all the other games? Because, dog, you still losing. But yet now you ain't talking like you're proud of these guys and
He said
we
that.
gotta
He didn't say
continue to
pride.
play with joy and go out there and have fun and work hard. Yeah, he ain't talking like that now. But they still losing. So what
Yeah.
changed?
Only thing I see
got
changed.
You got somebody up in your grill now like, dog, first of all, you too cheerful about these losses. What are you talking about, daggone joy?
He got faith. That's he
Man,
used.
your faith. Man, let me tell you something. Look, you're losing. And that's not a problem.
Losing
You have
Bill's
no
character.
conviction. Like you should not feel calm, cool, and collected about losing ever. Dog, you losing by 40 points, 30 points, 20 points.
Losing Bill's character, Lex.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, dog, why in God's name, like for like consecutive games, you're talking about we got to continue to play with joy and you're losing. Does that go with each other? Like
No.
maybe the definition of joy changed in the last few, but you see what I'm saying? And with Murray, it's like, dog, that dog won't hunt. That dog won't hunt, dog. Like something's wrong with your thinking. What are you talking about, joy?
Well, this is the thing. Willie is in trouble here. That's the bottom line. Willie's in trouble because the whole month of December have a long bevy of difficult games against some real tough teams. Now, don't get me wrong, they'll probably win 2, maybe 3 games at the most, but it's going to be a hard sell to be able to get some of this done, man, when we talking about getting wins to turn the season around. These people sitting up here rock bottom like a dog, man. They rock bottom. Now, New York over the last 4 games, they 2-2 over the last 4 because prior to that they went on a little winning streak. They had a 4-game winning streak, but since then they lost to teams like Utah. They beat Denver, lost to Dallas, they beat Charlotte. So they've been up and down and all around. And the bottom line is, man, when you take a look at what they got coming up, it's going to be difficult to beat this team, to be honest with you, man. It's going to be difficult to beat them because, man, I don't know, man. I don't know if they're talking about getting Brandon Ingram back. Herb Jones supposed to be coming back, but once again, these guys coming back on restriction, so you can't be counting on them to give you heavy-handed minutes. I mean, we had enough people tonight where we was able to kind of put some stuff together where we should have won this game tonight. We should have won this game. So once again, it's always the shoulda, coulda, woulda bullshit. I don't know what to say, man. But anyway, Snakebite, thank you, man. Says Big Q. He says Willie Green is the new possum puss of New Orleans. Yes, he is, man. He is. Willie Green is in trouble, man. Willie Green is in trouble. Injuries or not, he's in trouble. His teams have in games when they're supposed to win games, they lose these games. They're losing, and they just get out efforted. The defense breaking down. It's just a comedy of errors going on. And then these injuries are strange. People say, Q, they tanking. Man, listen, this whole Zion Williamson thing needs to be investigated. The guy don't have a tear. He doesn't have a partial tear or a full tear. It's still a strain. I don't know. No strain that's going to keep you out this amount of time. I don't know. That shit needs to be investigated. David Griffin and all these people, they need to be checked with this medical staff, all this kind of stuff. It's just very strange. All this is going on. And like I said, the octopus, it's not beyond him to do that, do what you guys are saying. But I'm saying it don't make any sense to do that. But he knows that if something fails, he got Willie Green out front with all of his joy and all of his proud, and just go out there and play with force and pace. And if we got problems, just, it's all about pace. So go ahead on and speed it up and make mistakes at a faster rate. That's basically what he tell you. But anyway, thank you, bro. Appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you for that, man. Much love. DC, are you still here, man? You all right over there? All right. I don't know. DC having issues and problems. Lex will be back momentarily. All right. DC, can you hear me? Can you hear, man? What's going on over there? The people ain't snatch you up, did they? Let me know. All right. Milton says, didn't know the Knicks picked up Matt Ryan. Yeah, they did. They got the depth chart here, and this is who's next. Now, listen, I don't think, man, Brunson, Bridges, Hart, Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns, Cam Payne, the hamster, McBride, Bridges, Hart, or Jericho Sims, Matt Ryan's there. It's going to, anything can happen, but man, I'm not going to speculate. I don't know when the Pelicans going to catch a W. I don't know when they're going to do it, but I understand that at 4-16 in the whole month of December, maybe except for 2 or 3 games, they look like they can win because these are some heavy-handed games coming up against some tough teams. And I don't know, you could be seeing these people, 7, 8 in crap, 20, 26. I don't know, man. But if they don't turn this around, it's going to be an issue. But if there's a fault to be had and it's a person to be fired, he had already put Willie Green up front. But like I told you when he came in, Willie Green sold his soul for this job because nobody wanted this job because they ain't want Griffin picking his people. Griffin told them people, listen, you can have the job, but I need to pick your assistant coaches. And the guy said, what? No, you're not going to pick my goddamn coaches. We're going to pick. And Jock Vaughn said, you can have it. Willie Green said, hey, I'll take it. And he took his ass up there and got it. So at the end of the day, man, whatever fall on Willie, let it fall because it's a showtime. 4 years in. We do have a talented team. I agree with Lex, but it's up to the coach to direct these people. And he out front and central. So if the Pelicans fail, they're just going to fire him. And then the scope will be put on David Griffin, because that would be 4 coaches in 6 years. 4 coaches in 6 years. And then, of course, they would assign James Borrego the job, and then the Pelicans will start winning right away because at least you got a guy that knows what he's doing. All right, but anyway, shout out. Stace says, yeah, faith without works is dead. This is true. You can tell Willie asked that when he talks about playing with faith and joy. Man, listen, man, it's effort. It's all about effort, man. But anyway, that's what we got coming up. Listen, for the next game, they got the whatchamacallit, the matchup indicator on there. It's saying this it looks oh God. I don't know what the Pelicans go do. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they about to lose Willie Green. I tell you what, almost 75% the matchup indicator is going Knicks way. And like I said, man, it's just so much going wrong with this squad. So much. All right, but anyway, man, let's go ahead on open the broadcast early. We getting going early, man. I don't want to be.
I still ain't get to say my piece, bro.
Man, you've been disappeared and gone, man. You done dipped off somewhere.
I'm driving, Q.
Oh, there we go again with the driver. Go ahead, DC. Cause I'm about to.
I was driving away from the Pelican.
You can't drive away from the Pelicans, brother. They gonna follow you around, brother. So don't worry about it, bro. But go ahead, bro. You got the flow.
Man, I mean, tonight is a culmination of Willie's coaching tenure as a Pelican. Because the way
what you mean?
The way I see it, man, especially this Monday game, if Willie Green, I mean not the Sunday game, if Willie Green is still the coach after all this, bro,
after
no
what?
More pre-tanking, Q.
After what,
no
bro?
more pre-tanking, bro. Pre-tanking as a phrase is gonna be short.
Hold on, I'm trying to understand. You said if he's the coach after what?
After the Knicks game.
Why would you think they'll?
They have to, because nothing's going to change. You can't keep holding on talking about the Cavalry. All right, we don't know what's going on with Brandon Ingram, right? He's still missing games, even though he's day to day. It's been almost a week. You know, we don't know when Zion coming back. So we putting all our faith in Herb coming back, and Herb gonna right the ship. I mean, come on, man. If we keep saying if we lose the same way, especially, there's no way that Willie Green can still be the coach unless we tanking. Now, if we gonna go ahead and we tanking, cool.
If you're tanking, ain't
changing this shit, Q.
But I'm saying, listen, if you're tanking,
changing this shit.
If you're tanking, if you're tanking DC, then Willie Green can't be the coach anymore. So if they're tanking,
I see it quite the other way around.
Somebody got to take the L.
You just leave Willie as the coach.
No.
And you sit some of the players, because obviously they're not going to be able to do anything with Willie as the coach.
No. Willie
Especially
Green.
If you sit Zion out, let him stay out with the injury. You sit BI. That's all it'll take. He's gonna continue to lose. If we don't change the coach and we losing like that, shit, DeJounte might ask for a trade.
You just got here, so I don't know what to say about that. But if they're doing that, then somebody got to take the blame. Somebody got to take the fire. You can't just you can't just say injuries, because you done burned that card up over the last several years. So you can't go there. So somebody's got to take the weight of losing. And anybody try to say Willie Green had 49 wins, this type of stuff. In the NBA, that don't mean anything, man. You know, you can, and this literally happened to several coaches in recent memory, including Avery Johnson. They'll be the coach of the year, and then the next year or the year after they got it, they put him in the street. They put him in the street. So Willie Green, man, is like you take him on, but you want to see improvement from him. It's not working, man. It's not working, and you can't lean on the injury chip. You can't do it because you got guys back, and you're still losing. So I mean. You can't say, well, we need Zion. No, you don't need Zion to win a couple of games against some of these other teams. You didn't need Zion to beat Toronto. You just needed some of these guys to get up off their ass, and Willie potentially to rile these guys and get them on game. They keep doing the same stuff over and over every damn game. The same thing over and over. They don't communicate well on defense. And he keeps running these zones. And I don't why DC, why is he keep running these zones and the effing Pelicans don't even communicate with each other on these zones? You have to communicate if you playing
the
defense.
switch all running the hell, and that's just the only audible he got. Q, how you gonna be mad at the man for going to his only other option? That's the only other thing you know to do.
So if you don't practice the switch all, it's the crash. It's the
man-to-man defense don't exist, Q.
It's either the switch all or the crash out, huh? That's what we get. That's where we going.
Man-to-man defense is obsolete, bro. That is not an option.
Oh man,
it's switch
and
all zone.
It probably would work too. It probably would work. It probably would work. If you can't play zone, then you better go play some man, because they don't communicate well enough to play zone defense. It's constant breakdowns, guys overcommitting, guys not being where they're supposed to be.
Bro, hold up.
It's just crazy.
I gotta stop you, bro.
Go ahead, brother, because I'm about to open
Big Sean, bro. I know you come in here, you like to have fun, bro. But goddamn, bro. Talk about kick a Pelican when they down.
I can't say nothing about
even our damn mascot going to demand a trade, bro.
I can't say nothing about this, man.
This is horrible, man.
Now, Sean and Tasha here loving this. They smiling ear to ear on this shit.
God damn, the mascot?
Pierre the Pelican.
Ain't nobody ain't gonna want Pierre, man. Especially if he still got put that ugly ass suit on he had on about 3 years ago.
Nah, they got rid of that scary suit, DC. He got more of a smiley suit right now.
Yeah, I know.
That Pelican had a unibrow. That Pelican, cool. The ugly Pelican suit had a unibrow. That was scaring the hell out the children, man. It was like
I know, right? How you make a mascot that scared the children, bro? That's
I don't know.
Man.
Yeah. But anyway, but it's just what it is, man. We're in a bad pinch right now, and Willie Green, if he can't explain why they're failing, he goes to religious platitudes and religious nomenclature.
What's his number one religious quote?
We just gotta trust in. Well, hold on. He says,
Willie Green, I have a dream. Willie Green, hope will prevail. Hope is right around the corner. Willie Green, what do you say?
Yeah, that's all he has though. But that's not enough, because he's it's too many times. It's been what, 16 times the Pelicans have setting up here with losses. He had a press conference. It has 16 times, 16 losses, and he's basically saying the same thing. He uses the same code words, especially in losses. Adversity builds the team. Dude, you're not gonna make it in the 2025, bro. You're not gonna make it. It's not gonna work. He's not gonna make it in 2025 because people gonna stop going to the games. That Thanksgiving game was a disaster. There was no reason for the Pelicans to get blown out by the Raptors, who didn't even have a road win. They were the worst team. The Raptors, the worst team in the NBA road wise. They hadn't won a road game yet, and then they beat the brakes off the Pelicans the game before Thanksgiving. And that building had over 17,000 people in there watching the Pelicans play. They came in there with the little funny Pelican hats that they usually wear, and putting the skeleton stuff in there, and they ran their ass up out of there. People was walking up out of there fourth quarter. And he's mad at that, but then comes back today to the default Willie that we seen in the previous losses. Well, we just got to stay together. We got to just play with, joy. How do you answer the people?
It was fake, right?
Yeah, well, it was fake because he didn't do that. He got mad at the Raptors loss, but don't get mad after saying that I got to do something. And then you come out
by
and
like 15, 18. Man. What was it, 18 or 15?
I forget, bro.
I didn't even see the end of the game.
It all culminates. I'm just sick of it, man.
Same shit.
To be honest with you. All right, let's talk about Knicks, DC. Enough of this garbage. How about the Knicks, man? What happens?
Are we ever favored on the matchup indicator? Like,
he was favored against the Raptors, I want to say.
Oh, you were. You're right.
Yeah, so go ahead. Knicks breakdown. What happened, bro?
The Pelicans lose. Breakdown over.
How did they
Opening set
lose?
case.
How
The
did they
same way they
lose?
lost tonight. They're gonna go out there with the same game plan, and then the other team gonna start hitting threes, right? And then what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to zone, and then we're gonna go to zone, and then that's not gonna work. And then while we're going to the zone and we're in the switch off, we're gonna have a layup line for the Knicks. They won't be able to do anything with Jalen Brunson. Big Cat is gonna have a solid game as well. The Knicks are gonna be cheering their guys on. We're gonna be losing by maybe anywhere from 6 to 10 points before halftime. They're gonna come out in the third quarter, and then they're gonna put their foot on our neck, right? And then we're gonna be going into the fourth quarter, and the game's gonna be over already. And we can start the podcast.
That was actually pretty good.
What time the game for Q? We can start the podcast at it's for 5.
It's probably gonna be you and Lex on the pod, man. I'm gonna be on Saint duty.
We can start the podcast at about 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that'll be you and Lex on there. I'm gonna be on the Saints broadcast. Recap because they play Saints play for 3, Pelicans play for 5. So I'll be on the Saints recap. So that'll be you and Lex on the Pelican duty. That breakdown was actually pretty good, DC. So that almost I think that's exactly.
When you've seen it like 15 times, bro, it's pretty easy to do.
It's pretty easy to cap it, right?
Yeah.
Good grief, man. All right, but anyway, fam, it's we gonna hit you. The link is in the chat, man, for y'all to chime in. We got a strong cutoff time of at 10 o'clock tonight. So if you want to chop up game on PPR, the link is in the chat currently. So pop in. We'll have Lexxah bounce back in a few minutes. Yeah, the family matter to tend to. But we are here. So we're gonna pin that link to the chat. So if the family members want to chime in, now is your time to be heard. So shout out to the fam. Appreciate all y'all. Please do me a service. Hit the like button. Also, if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and feel free to share the show on social media feed. PPR in here representing the flocking nation. Stand up.
Come on,
don't stand up for the Pelicans. Stand up for yes. Come on in with the joy.
You can chat with Joy, Big Sean.
Sean,
man, I can't kill your joy now.
Man, Tasha and Sean just be getting their smile on right now, man. They just getting their smile on, and they sitting there laughing and eating Thanksgiving leftover Thanksgiving food, smiling and laughing at us about the Pelicans, man. They having a grand old time right now, and man. I ain't mad at them, man. I ain't mad at them. Y'all get y'all laugh on. All right,
can't say nothing right now, man. We can't beat nobody.
Can't say a damn thing, man. I'm paralyzed. Like somebody gave me.
We can't beat anybody. I mean, the Raptors was the floor to me, bro. I mean, like it don't get no lower than we can't beat the Raptors.
Yeah, the Raptors. Yeah, man. That's a laugh and a half, man. All right, we got Jay Black.
People ain't even trying to win for real, Q.
Yeah, we got Jay Black, brother Don, and we got brother Stacy Tune, and then we're gonna bring him in. Jay Black, welcome on in, my brother. How you doing tonight? We got brother Don and brother Stacy. We're gonna start off. Jay Black, the floor is yours. Welcome in, bro.
You good?
Yes, sir.
You got to start off with this. You asked a question. You asked, why do they run zones? Correct?
Yes, sir. Hit Jay Black.
They run zones because they don't got no individual defenders, no top level defenders. That Willie Green likes to have his initial ball defender in the front and having I don't know. They don't got no ball stopper. Honestly, they don't really have no ball stopper that they could defend on. They could depend on all game. Like, so that's what it looked like they playing Javonte Green. And I think that's who they trying to make their defensive stopper because Herb is not here. That's kind of that wheelhouse. And that's what Willie usually depend on. He usually have a strong, dependable defender on the court. And that's what he likes to do. Even that's what we was complaining about years ago.
Right.
He liked to play his trusted guys. Now Javonte Green is another trusted guy. Now, if you looked at the stats, he was the only person that not in double digits. He was the only person that was not in double digits, and he's getting a lot of open shots because they're shading the defense to leave him open so he could shoot shots. And sometimes he'll take it, sometimes he won't. He took 3 of them. He was 1 for 3 and 3-point. Trey Murphy is in a shooting slump. It looked like he 2 for 8. I think the lineups is kind of the reason. I want to have Javonte Green starting. You might as well have somebody that just scored 30 points. Antonio Reeves. You might as well start him. Or you can't start Jordan Hawkins. He ain't even play. He's hurt. His lower back still.
I'm trying to figure out what Brandon Boston did, bro. Like, why he can't get a start?
I don't know. I that's why I said that
He's 6'7".
They need that. They need his offense off the bench. I think that's why Willie's doing that. But Jay Black, explain this to me, my brother. What's the deal with the breakdowns? I mean, we talk about communication issues, but why so many communication issues? They're doing the same thing every night. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, communication issues. Eve Meese's is young, so his communication style is probably not up to par for them. But he goes at a lot of his style is going for the block. But the thing about going for the block with this team, you don't got no secondary guy to get the rebound or secondary guy to cover you when you go for the block. So now you don't got no who gonna rotate if he goes for the block, because they're blowing by the initial defender. Let's say CJ, or they blow by DeJounte Murray, or they blow by Trey, or they blow by Javonte. They can any one of those isolation guards. Y'all could blow by any one of those. But now once he gets to the rim, you got Eve Meese going to go for the block shot. His man going to go for the offensive rebound. Now you're giving up offensive rebounds. Now they kick out. Somebody wide open. Now it's a 3. Now we rinse and repeat. And rinse and repeat. And if we can't stop them, we just might as well lean on offense. Y'all been saying it for years. Now this is the squad. You gotta lean the offense because your defense is not. You don't have individual defenders until Herb comes back, and then you can't play Herb on everybody. But he gonna solve a lot of problems because he gonna be on the main scorer. Like whoever hot, they put Herb on him. Now you know he gonna slow them down, and that's how you usually do it. The cut off the faucet. How
y'all do your wings? I ain't never ordered the wings.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, DC ordering some curry wings. Go ahead, Jay Black. My bad, bro. You ordering jerk chicken over there, man. I do. What's wrong with these wings? They're supposed to have jerk chicken on them. Go ahead, Jay Black.
Now the thing with the defense is, Willie's a defensive coach, so he gonna always have a defender on instead of not going for offense. So unless they get, I don't even know. There's nothing really this game they could have did except lean into offense. And or if they wasn't gonna lean into offense, they might as well start at JRE because he would have gave more a secondary rebounder that could deal with Jared Jack. Jared Jack was killing us, but one major thing that I thought of. One major thing was in the second quarter, we got them in foul trouble at the 6-minute mark. All you do is you got to attack the basket. We got them in foul trouble at the 7-minute mark in the fourth quarter. All you got to do is attack the basket and try to draw fouls and try to beat them at the line. That's what you're supposed to do as a coach. You see that, you're supposed to attack that. That's what you're supposed to do. Not get goaded into taking open threes because somebody's open. Nah, fuck that. They in the foul trouble. We were supposed to attack the basket. We still was settling for threes because the threes was open. And I kind of mentioned this last time I was on. OKC, when they got it in their offense, just they going to drive They're gonna drive, try to get a foul, try to get a layup, or the last thing is kick for an open shot. We don't do that. We don't try to draw to get. We got a lot of fouls tonight, and we could have got them in hell if we just kept attacking the basket.
All right. Thank you, Jay Black. Hold tight right there, my brother. Brother Don and Brother Stacy, welcome into the broadcast. Brother Don, the floor is yours, my friend. Welcome in.
What's up, fam?
How you doing, bro?
Said I'm doing good.
Good deal, bro.
So it was another typical day from the Pelicans. There's nothing new. So it's just like Brother Stacy always say, we always going in circles, circles and circles and circles. So we in the Willie Green circus right now. So it's ridiculous. Well, I ain't even gonna say Willie Green, the Pelican circus, the New Orleans circus, because the Saints was dealing with issues too, and I'm sure y'all still dealing with issues. But yeah, man. Like Jay Black was mentioning, I guess them playing zones because there's no defender, there's no man defender and stuff like that. I feel as though, as far as man on man, guarding the perimeter, I don't know. We possibly could have had more better defenders than what the Grizzlies had out there sometimes.
We actually got the best though. No, we actually got the best. We actually got the best on ball defender in the league. We got DeJounte Murray.
Right.
Out of all the
saying? So
superstars, he's number one.
right. So it's like that's really I understand your point, Jay Black, but I wouldn't even, use that excuse for Willie because, like I say, bro, we have people that can do things here. We have certain weapons. We just don't know how to utilize them motherfuckers. We got a coach that's not helping our players. These guys went out there, they did compete tonight, but what you saying was the DeJounte Murray effect. That had nothing to do with Willie Green, none of that. DeJounte put that pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? I just seen, how he was looking. I seen his demeanor. It was just a little different. Him walking into the locker room like, oh man, what am I going to say? What can I make sense out of in this halftime locker room speech? You know what I'm saying? It was pressure on him. Even when he took DeJounte out, I think was it the end of the second? It might have been no. I think it was the third, middle of the third, and then DeJounte was kind of walking over like, bro, you ain't had to take me out, bro. He had that type of look. Mm-hmm. Would kind of held him back. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get you back in the game, whatever he said. But DeJounte wasn't trying to hear that shit. And then also, mind you, when we cut it down to about 10, going into the fourth quarter, Willie Green did not start the quarter off with DeJounte. And he should have started the quarter off with the person that has been keeping your ass in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
The only person that's leading the charge to make shit happen. Out of thanks to the help that you not giving. You know what I'm saying? He got to make it happen like all our other players do. Mind you, also, let me just throw this in. I think that's a part of why some of our players get hurt too. But like I say, it's a lot of people not in position, so everybody's trying to make shit happen out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of they psyching their own self out. They psyching their own bodies out. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but Willie, man, he, that was in that fourth quarter, he should have had DeJounte in to start off that quarter. He waited too motherfucking long. Mind you, Missy was having a nice ass game, dogging, you know what I'm saying, holding it down in the paint, defending well and everything. Yes, he's still making mistakes, sometimes missing assignments or, you know what I'm saying, different things like that on the defensive end. Sometimes jumping too much. But shit, hey, we not, he was one of the bright spots today. So, of course, it's never going to be a perfect game, but he had a lot of bright spots today. And you're supposed to work with that. Like I say, the coach is supposed to be utilizing his weapons, utilize what he has. You know what I'm saying? And what this guy does when DeJounte comes back in the game, he take Missy out. So now you got bum ass Tyson He got bum ass Tice back in the game that ain't been able to do anything for us the whole night. So like, bro, are you trying to get a win or not? Cause bro, we 4-15. We was 4-15 while we was playing the game, but now we 4-16. But for you to get that 5th win, are you doing everything that you can possibly do as a coach to put your team in the best position? I don't think you are. You're taking people out. You're throwing people off the rhythm and all types of shit. I don't know, like, dog, like, what are you doing? Like, bro, this coaching shit ain't for him. Head coaching ain't for him. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, Big Q, he done sold his soul for the job. We don't need no suckers like that leading the charge. We don't need no suckers like that leading the charge. You know what I'm saying? We don't need somebody that's just so hyped up just to say he's an NBA coach. Nah, man. Hey, this shit gotta mean something to you. What did John say, man? If you ain't pissed off about a loss, then you don't need. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Right.
Don't even come around me, Slim. We don't rock like that. You know what I'm saying? So, man, the dude is. I never blame these players because he makes us look way worse. When Willie Green is coaching you, you might as well take 10 points off your rating. So if you're 88, you come down to a 78. You know what I'm saying? You're 98, you come down to an 88. He's taking 10 points off your ratings. Just like that. Flat out. 2K, however you want to look at it. Like, imagine LeBron.
Yeah, Willie Green got a negative culture stat,
yes, he got a negative
his culture attributes to do negative.
DC, quick question. What kind of goddamn wings you got?
He got that buffalo.
Spicy.
You got the jerk wings?
No.
Got the curries?
Spicy.
All right. All right.
All right. They don't do curry wings, bro. You should know that.
Yeah, they do. What you talking about?
All the curry wings I ever had was at your house. You put all that damn sugar in them.
That was the sugar.
And you told me it was honey. It was fake honey.
That
was Domino sugar, man. You lying.
All right. No, I don't use that.
But you're getting off the point, man. My man up here making all type of great points by Willie and his coaching attributes.
Yeah. Man.
You done stop the progress and ask about some damn wings.
You the one on the show ordering chicken. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Man.
Yeah, man. But go ahead, brother. Go ahead and finish your thought.
I was muted. Oh, well.
But nah, man, on the real, like, bro, like,
Bomber clock wings.
That man is not a help. Like, he's not, like, you look at the Grizzlies, man, they getting easy buckets and, you know, throwing alleys on us and stuff like that. And we fighting for our life to get a motherfucking bucket. It looks like every time we play, it looked like the other team is Alabama and we're High Point College or some shit like it
don't matter who the team is either.
Power 5 versus like community college. Like real talk. That's what it looked like out there. They just throwing alleys. They don't have to do too much. They don't have to call too much. They just call it a simple play. We're gonna run this action. They ain't gonna be able to stop it. They're gonna rotate themselves out of position.
Hey, Doug, there's always a no-name player that get off on us too. We never heard of this player.
He got the big man was demolishing us tonight.
That boy had about 4 alleys, man.
Yeah, that's the 7-footer who ain't done shit, but he was beating the Pelicans. Santi Adama.
Wells giving CJ the business. You know,
right, look like he rookie. Wells look like he the rookie of the year, bro. Just destroying them.
Yeah, I mean, before it was Julius Battle for the Raptors. He was the one that was a Boggy.
Jemison Battle.
How about the Waters from the Warriors?
And they had 3 players had career nights.
I ain't forget about Waters from the Warriors.
Waters from Golden State from the Warriors. Yeah.
Well, the last time we played Atlanta, Lindy Waters.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Stacey. You got the flow, brother.
the last time we played Atlanta, that boy Johnson had a career game on us. In fact, he gonna become a star, but so he showed up that night. He got off on us on that night. I'm glad you pulled this up. By the way, Big Q, because
Yeah.
I'm going at Willie Green because we
Right.
got to go at the comic books now. Look at this. You see this? You see the top 4 players?
Yes.
All right. Those top 4 contracts are Zion, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, and DJ.
Murray. Yeah.
Yep. Those top 4 contracts, 36 with some change, 36 with some change, 33, then down to 29. You can always round that up to 30. Those 4 contracts in itself puts us over the salary cap. There's only 4 other teams that have that going on. The Knicks, the Nuggets, the Suns, and the Celtics. The Suns only got 3 players that put them at 150, right? So if you go you over the salary cap, it's going to be hard for you to make trades. You go into the first apron, you can't do a sign and trade. So DC, I had to correct myself. I had to do my research. You can do a silent trade as long as you're not in the first apron. Okay?
Right.
But we are in the first apron, and we're in the second apron too. Okay? With this being done. The Knicks, do they look like they losing any players anytime soon? No, because all these players just signed up with them. They good. The Nuggets, they just came off a championship. They ain't work. The Suns, well, they whole situation. They just gonna play them big 3 right there, and they're gonna surround people with them. The Celtics, they just came off a championship too. In fact, they can lose players and they'll be straight. And like Al Horford probably retired this year, where it don't even hurt them. They put the bench together. They got players in the G League ready to come on.
I'd like to introduce you to an asterisk called Zion's contract.
I'm about to help you with this.
So where they can shave 10 to 20 million off of the salary cap with him.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see what Stacey.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm really glad he brought that up because that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Zion no. Brandon Ingram no. DeJounte no. CJ no. That if they want to they want to trade Brandon Ingram and get something out of him without letting him walk, they need to trade one of them. You got to trade CJ or you got to trade DeJounte. Guess what? They're not going nowhere. Nobody wants CJ. DeJounte just got here. Zion knows, hey, let me go ahead and step because I don't want to be here. I'm speculating that off the fact that nobody in the league has the same amount of same dollar amount as Zion Williamson. The only person that was close was OG Anunoby from the Knicks. He and I really do believe the Knicks tried to call and get Zion before they went after Cat. I really do believe that because he has close to the same amount, $87,000 difference. They would have got Zion up there, and they would have sent us down OG, and they would have probably filled in from that point on. But they went ahead and got Cat. One Cat got signed to the Knicks and locked up everything for us, for every team. There's only 4 teams that can trade for Zion, maybe 5 if you include the Bulls doing the fire sale. They're gonna try to get Levine out of there. Ball is trying to go back to his brother. His dad said so this morning that help is coming. And then there was like a whole big old uproar on Twitter and Instagram today that he's talking about Lonzo. And we find out that it's the case, that Charlotte's trying to get Lonzo. They also have enough room to get involved into the Ingram trade or the Zion trade. Those 4 teams are Charlotte, Portland, the Bulls, Brooklyn, but nobody's gonna take so we can X them out. Nobody's about to take your boy up there to Brooklyn. What's his name? Played for the LSU. You know what I'm talking about.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons. Nobody gonna take Ben Simmons. They don't take Cam Thomas. They're gonna bring him off the bench. So everybody take him. Yeah, they go. Everybody will take him. He gonna give you buckets off the bench already.
He
Oh,
said
real.
Cam Reddish.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah. But Portland, nobody want. We don't want DeAndre Ayton. We would want stuff from Portland, but we wouldn't take DeAndre Ayton. I watched when I figured this out. I watched tape on DeAndre Ayton. I have league pass, so I just rewind them games, and he's
Yeah.
still trash. He's still lazy. He's still cherry picking. He's still standing under the goal, missing shots up under the goal. So no, scratch him off. That 14 that I haven't mentioned yet. Who do y'all think? Lex, you probably can figure this out. Who you think it is, Lex?
Lakers. They
No,
always
it's not even the Lakers. They do have
they
a
always
healthy contract
thing,
situation.
though. They will find a way though. They'll
Yeah,
actually find a way.
they can pull off a move, but it won't be them. It won't be them. It won't be to the Pelicans. I'm gonna tell you who it is. Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh yeah, well, but they actually good though.
This is why. This is why they'll do it, even though they're good. They
I
have a
know.
system set up. They have a system set up that those guys, that bench, in fact, they got the highest rated bench in the league, and they also have the highest rated bench player in the league, and Isaiah Joe. He's really good, two-way player and everything. They just gave him a contract too. All them guys that they have raised up, they coming into their contract, their second time contract. They're not in their rookie deals no more. They have 4 first-round draft picks this year. They have the Clippers, themselves, and 2 other teams or whatever. They are ready to reload this, get that superstar right now, whether it's Zion or Brandon Ingram. And you know Brandon Ingram fit in with them. They're ready to get that superstar. Go ahead and let their bench go and replenish it with all the things they got. Because they are so deep that they can't keep all the players. And every last one of them players are coming up on their second term contracts. They got Isaiah Hurt. You can try. You can look at it right now. You can pull up they roster right now if you want to, Big Q. And that's also that little trade box thing too. And you can
Mhm.
try to match it in and watch it go green every single time that you can trade if you want to trade. But even doing that little trade thing, it will not let you trade Zion it will not let you trade Brandon Ingram without trading Zion. It will not let you trade Brandon Ingram without trading CJ. It will not let you trade Brandon Ingram without trading DeJounte Murray. That's how it works.
Mhm.
This man, David Griffin, is so bad of a GM that he
Yeah.
got us stuck like a
Yeah.
superstar team.
He's
And the problem,
definitely stuck between a rock and a hard place. But this is his making. All this stuff is his making because he was delayed in his decision making. Everything's just really off. It's like you waited too long.
we were screaming at this stuff all summer. And
Yeah.
also, you can pull up Oklahoma City Thunder deals, by the way. But the other teams that have this big three situation where they got 4 players and that jumps out of the first salary cap, uh, the salary cap situation and jump into the first apron, second apron. They don't have a problem where they have to extend nobody. Those players are locked in. We have a problem when we got to extend Brandon Ingram. We're so bad in the situation, but if we keep him, we will lose him for nothing. You can't sign and trade him.
You have
I thought there was a hard, huh?
now they're losing leverage. Like the thing is,
The level,
it's really getting harder because you've hung on to them for so long. It's like it's almost like the JB situation. The same thing that's happening with Brandon was the same thing that happened with JV. They didn't reach no contract during the off season. Went into the season, still didn't reach nothing. When got to the trade deadline, they didn't trade JV. You know what I'm saying? It's almost
over and over. It's a
has that type
repeated
of look.
cycle every year.
Look, JV walked. I don't care
Right.
nothing about that second round pick that they got. Like because they did that with after they got DeJounte. They added that up in there, but it's like it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. JV walked for nothing. Najee walked.
They're not gonna get that second round pick, Lex. It's like
That's what I'm
protected
saying. It
from
don't mean nothing.
like 5 to 30 or something. It's got a weird protection on it. They ain't gonna get it.
Yeah. So
It-
he
now,
walked for nothing.
and now y'all understand why they fire their agents this day after each other. I personally believe them two went to an accountant, and the accountant helped them count these books up. Rich Paul might be behind all this, by the way. The Illuminati, bro. He might be behind all this, bro.
You funny. It's a possibility.
It could be a possibility, but Brandon Ingram he's in a weird dynamic. He had to understand the what was happening in the offseason. The offseason, I told y'all that the people didn't come back. You seen Paul George walk. You seen a lot of people walk. People was walking. This whole new collective bargaining agreement changed everything. Brandon Ingram is not a role player. He's not a franchise player. He's in the middle. That middle tier. That middle tier star.
Yeah. Hey.
So you're not going to pay him top dollar to be the middle stars like Jimmy Butler. He's in that kind of the Zach LaVine, those type of players. They're not franchise changing players, and they're not necessarily role players. They're falling into this middle category. This middle category they cutting out. They cutting that out in the league right now.
I respect your opinion, Jay Black. I really do, but I really do. I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way that he's just. I can't even grade him as a middle tier person or whatever, because I know he's the number one free agent. I know there's no free agent out there that's gonna be out there that's more highly rated than him, because everybody else they locked them up already. They locked them up. The boy's only 27 years old. He'll be 28. That's a different age from. There's a different age from them boys that's 35. Chris Middleton be 36. Go down the list of the people that's gonna be free. Zach LaVine won't be a free agent, bro.
No, I said those middle tier guys.
But he's not a free agent. Zach LaVine is locked up to the point where he has to get traded out of there. The Bulls don't want him no more.
So
they
you
can
take $1 million?
Huh?
Will Brandon Ingram get $1 million?
How much he would get?
Looking for?
We don't even know if he even wants $50 million. We think I know this though. He wanted $50 million from the Pelicans. He wanted $50 million from the Pelicans. That don't mean he wants $50 million from OKC. That don't mean he wants $50 million from Charlotte. That don't mean he would want $50 million from Golden State.
If he signed as a free agent, hypothetically somewhere, what's the amount of money he will get?
It ain't none of my business. You can talk to Shams about that. You can talk to Shams about that. I don't even know about that. I just know the Pelicans lose. The point of what I'm talking about is David Griffin messed us up. I ain't even worried about how much he's supposed to make. I think my point of what I'm bringing up is the fact that these two guys have conspired together, and the team's in on it. Because even going into the next year, where his contract falls off, they still can't sign him back. Why? Because they just gave Trey Murphy $25 million a year. I'm talking about the Pelicans. I'm talking about the GM.
Yeah, bro. No matter how you slice it, you're absolutely right, man. The Pelicans, contractually speaking, they got their core for the next 3 to 4 years, and Brandon Ingram obviously is not a part of that. Everybody got their money. CJ McCollum, he's untradeable. Well, $63 million left in that, if you prorate this year, but you still owe him what's left of this year and next year. Well, he'll probably be more attractive contractually speaking at the deadline. But bro, you're absolutely right. Murray is tied up to the Pelicans until 27, 28. Zion is also that same year. Herb is
just got the new
right, 26.
when
Yeah, you could
Trey
you
Murphy.
can go into the
Trey
next year.
Murphy. Yep. Yeah, you're
On
right.
this
Trey tied up
you
to
go
28, 29, bro. So I mean, yeah,
Yes.
the next 3 years, bro, you're right. And that Zach LaVine deal is ridiculous, man. Bro, that's a ridiculous. He has 3 years left, just under $150 million worth of contract. 3 years for that guy at 40 plus million a year, 45, 43, 45, and then it goes to 48 on LaVine. Boy, they tied into him.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the what we dealing with here, fam. We got these guys tied up. So yeah, it's problematic, man. But kind of bringing
we can solve it right now, though. I mean, we can solve it. David Griffin can solve it. He can make that solve. The easiest thing to do to solve this stuff is go ahead and let them boys go. Okay, before becoming cancer in the locker room. Many of the ass became a cancer in the locker room because he did this. This coach stuff. People don't want.
Who you referencing,
Stacey?
Stacey, who you talking about? Let go. Who you talking
can't
about?
let you can't let Zion go, bro. His value's at an all-time low.
He's not
You can't let him
playing.
go right
He's
now.
not.
I know, but if you let him go, right now, then you really lose. You at least let him play, get his value back up, and then trade him.
Guess what, DC? Guess what, DC? Right they did this. They did this. They did this.
But I'm saying he under contract for 3 years, bro. Like you can still get something for him.
How many times has Zion been fined for staying home? They babied him. How many times has he been fined for staying home?
Well, that's why I told you about the asterisk earlier, bro. Because we looking at Zion and we blaming Zion. But what if the organization is doing this? Hold up. What if the organization is doing this to save money? They built Zion's contract, right?
Yeah.
If Zion don't play so many games, he makes so much money, right? And he loses money. What if they intentionally holding him out, slowing his rehab up, making him jump through these hurdles so they could stay under the tax? It could really just be that simple with him.
We talked about that last year.
And we talked about them with the possibility of looking at tanking. You got Cooper Flag. Yep. You got a couple of these other players, Alec Bailey. You know what I'm saying? You got a chance to replace Brandon Ingram like that.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever, if you lose him and you wind up getting one of those guys, that lessens the blow. So hey, Zion, we need you to sit out to damn near the All-Star game.
And you know what, Zion has said that he's ready. He said
Zion said, if it's up to me, I say I could do a lot right now. So to me, it sounds like they sat down, talked to him. They want him to get under the books. They might have some handshake agreement where he gets some money under the table. That could be a real possibility.
Yeah, they doing that.
So you can't just look at it as if he wants to be gone or whatever. Maybe him changing his agent is he looking at this contract like, oh shit, I didn't think they would do something like that. And now he's mad at his agency for having him sign that contract. Because that girl, like you said, had him looking at the details, huh?
Yeah.
I'm telling you. You got a smart lady on your side help you out, man. Smart lady help you out.
I think the thing is, everybody's been saying that, Zion hasn't been all the way with the Pelicans and stuff. I think the thing is that his trust has been challenged a whole lot. So I think that's the biggest thing, because even with the Pelicans, when he was away from the team, a lot of people, why are you away from the team? Why aren't you working out, at the Pelicans facility and stuff like that? I think a lot of this stuff, even with the agency, just showing that trust. But it's like, man, you really got to kind of do your own thing, man. You really do. But I think that was the biggest thing with him. That trust.
Let me rebuttal to that, y'all guys. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, his contract. So, he can't hit some of his point. He can't hit the playing for 61 games. That's damn near out already. So he gonna lose money off of that. He got that
put us under the tax.
Yes, I think that's $10 million. I think off his contract. Then then there's another. He got to make six weight checkpoints. He has to play at least 51 games or 41 games. He got a lot of checkpoints that he needed to hit. Oh, his money damn near shit. I would fire them too. That was a bad deal, but
like go on Big Q on that. With that being said, like right, so even if he don't hit those points, right? If he don't hit those points, is that money coming back to them? Is it refunded back to them, or does it still hit the cap salary cap as dead money?
That's a
How
good
does
question.
that work in the NBA compared
How
to
would they hit his salary
compared
cap
to the
as dead
NFL?
money if they didn't pay it
Yeah,
to
they
him?
keep it, bro. They keep that money.
They gonna keep it.
They keep it.
Because the NFL do that. Like NFL be like straight up like, okay, we cut this player, even though he didn't wasn't fully guaranteed all this, his dead money comes up. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? That's how that goes.
well,
Nah, the dead
Okay, we
money
got
is
dead money.
they had to pay that money. That's why it's dead money,
Okay,
even though that player
right.
ain't there.
well, hold
Okay.
on. DC ate them spicy wings and he on fire tonight.
But,
But
but
Zion
dead
Williamson,
money
I
do
got.
take you over
Oh,
cap though.
hold on, chicken. I got the contract
What?
up right now.
What?
Dang, Big Q,
Hey,
man.
Hey, Lex, I'll be on.
on
I'll
that
be
note,
on. Hold on,
Oh
chicken.
Lord,
Hold on,
chicken. Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
DC eating chicken, and now
That wasn't me. That wasn't me talking. You talking about old Lord chicken?
No, you order. I heard you ordering chicken earlier today.
I'd have had to tell your ass something about that. Old Lord chicken.
Man. You a hot mess, Big Q.
But listen, I got the contract. I got the contract up right here.
work it out. Bust
While
it
y'all
up, man.
saying. Now here's what they're saying. Zion Williamson's contract with the Saints, with the Pelicans includes several unusual stipulations. Non-guaranteed final 3 years. The final 3 years of Zion 5-year, $197 million contract extension, not guaranteed. This means that the Pelicans can waive Williamson after the 24-25 season without any financial consequences. Weigh-in checkpoints. Williamson must pass 6 weigh-in checkpoints. Mute up, DC. So because you got a lot of noise going on, bro. I can hear guitars and all that shit behind there. Weigh-in checkpoints. Williamson must pass 6 weigh-in checkpoints in 24-25 to guarantee 20% of his 25-26 salary. He must also meet certain gameplay requirements to earn back the remaining 80%. Appear in at least 41 games in 24-25 to earn 40% of his 25-26 salary. Play at least 51 games in 24-25 to earn an additional 20% of the 25-26 salary. Playing at least 61 games in 24-25 to guarantee the final 20% of the 25-26 salary. So 41, 51, 61 are the markers for Zion's contract in terms of games that he has to meet. Then there's a weight and body fat percentage. Williamson combined weight and body fat percentage must be less than 295 pounds. Right foot protections. The Pelicans have additional protections if Williamson has further issues with his right foot. Then there's
What? That is crazy. This contract is
yeah,
They got hamstring protection in that too, Q.
I don't think that I'm gonna be looking here. I'm looking as y'all talking, man. So I just wanted to throw that in there on some of the Zion Williamson stuff to give more clarity because you guys are raising the point. We talked about this on several previous streams about the possibility that David Griffin, because it's not beyond him, could be holding Zion because, like you astutely mentioned, DC Lex family, about him saying that he feels like he can play, and I'm like, hold on, but it don't make any sense because we were looking at it. We always do the homework.
That's why we brought that up last stream.
Right. But that's an obvious point, and it's not beyond the Pelicans to do this. And I hope Zion sees this.
Griff
and
would
I don't
do
think
like this.
He definitely would do it. He's underhanded.
And the
He'll
thing
do this.
is, here we are upset. You know, you can't fully be upset with Zion because it's like, dog, if y'all have something to do with holding him out, that means you're depriving the fan base as well. And this dude,
you need to get the hell up out of here.
Play. So how can we fully be upset with him? And it's like, dog, you doing some underlining stuff. You ain't even doing right by Zion, nor are you doing right by the team. You ain't doing right by the family. What'd you say, Stacey?
Yep. Not by the city or nobody.
Yeah. I mean, that's ruthless. So it's like, look, I mean, this is a jacked up situation, man. It really is.
Maybe
But
want
Griff
maybe
gotta
want
go.
to get out on my knees and pray for him.
Griff is the
Real
ringleader
talk.
out of this. He really is.
And,
But
and that's my point of bringing all of this up. That's my point of bringing all of this up. You know what I mean? The pointed at him to go and investigate him. We and y'all said something earlier in the chat too. That we out there looking with a team that has a lot of talent. We can't the talent not even on the court, and they don't want to get blamed for it. But we see them. We see the spreadsheet. We see the money out there that we look like a team that's supposed to look like the Suns, like the Celtics, like the like all these winning teams, like the Nuggets and everything like that. We can't get these guys to be the first place team in the West, let alone be the last. We're the last place team in the West, and we got money like the first place team in the East. You see what I'm saying?
he is a horrible P/GM. He really is, man.
Well,
I mean,
we have two like this. This is I don't. This is bad, but like there's no reason for BR to be sitting out, though. In my opinion, there's no reason for him to sit out.
BI don't have a contract, J Black. So
exactly.
Without this contract and without an agent, it don't make no sense for him to play.
He does have a contract.
He's under contract.
No. He don't have a contract next year, and he don't have an agent. He don't even have an agent to be telling them like, "Oh, this is the money you looking at making next year." He don't have no certainty with his future. If he get hurt, everything fucked up for him.
What if he represents
players next to him getting hurt every day? Every time he get out
I'm just saying, like everybody making business decisions, everybody got their own ulterior motives. So I can understand him being selfish right now.
Because Griff didn't handle business. Basically, he waited, and now business is basically, taking a turn, man.
I think Griff want this to happen. I think he want that number 1 draft pick, man.
You know what? He don't even deserve it. He don't deserve it because I'm looking at what he's doing now. It's like, dog, you're horrible. Like you are hurting. Like you're hurting people's careers. That's what you're doing. You hurting all these dudes' careers, man, and that's a problem.
This is a thing that I'm asking the panel, because it's a real possibility, because the money makes sense of what's going on. The injuries holding out Zion, they repeatedly saying it's not. If I can see the timeline justifying itself from an injury standpoint, if it's a partial tear or a full tear, then we looking at those months. But they've repeatedly said that it's just a strain and they shot it with painkiller or whatever the hell they're using. And I'm like, that doesn't mean that is crazy. If he has a strain, you're going to set him off for the entire month of December. He's not going to be able to come back until January. That makes no sense at all. But that's not the only curious thing. Brandon Ingram having that bilateral ankle sprain, the 2 ankle sprains, and
his calf soreness.
But see, the thing is, he had that injury, and the medical journal says that's an injury that you're gonna sit out, a couple of weeks on that, like a week or a couple of weeks, whatever. That's you had a weird injury where you sprained both your ankles. He was playing the next game.
Yeah,
and he played like 6 minutes or something.
He played some minutes, and he played, Jay Black. He had like 20-something odd minutes in that game, and I was like, "Whoa!" He can't. Y'all remember that he played that game, and I'm like, "Whoa!" You
know what? The league is gonna do an audit on them. How did he? Things, they don't make sense.
How did he play like that with an ankle sprain? That's something they would have held him out for, and then, the next game or the game after that, he's out with this calf issue now for the last 3 games. So I'm like,
5 minutes to Golden State.
How many minutes, Jay Black?
35 minutes.
As after the bilateral ankle sprain, when he sprained both his ankles, and that was an injury.
Dallas, wasn't it?
Oh, Dallas, he played 39 minutes. Oh, 33 minutes.
Yeah, but that's when he turned those ankles.
Well, Dallas, he played 33 minutes. He played the Lakers, it was 37 minutes. And Golden State, he was 35 minutes. So he played a lot of minutes. And then you didn't see the injury because I'm a boxing coach, so I see injuries. I didn't see the injury on the court, man. I ain't see no injury on the court. If it happened in back,
he had a weird jump stop, I think, in Dallas.
Yeah, it was
when
against
he messed him up. I seen that.
I saw
I
him.
seen that. He kind of was limping and stuff after. I saw when he hurt.
Yeah, Dermison and all that stuff.
He played.
It happened in
He played
Dallas.
that fourth quarter. Did he play the fourth quarter? Yeah, he came out that fourth quarter. Yeah, let me see. Remember when
He kept playing, but I'm saying you could see when he hurt his ankles, like he rolled his feet kind of weird.
He rolled them
He
chicken.
went in Dallas, then he played Golden State. Then when more people came back, that's when he sat out. That's when he's sitting out. When everybody came back, that's when he's sitting out.
Well,
and that's been what, 3 games?
He fired his agent or got rid of his agent.
He just fired his agent. That's before last game.
But he been out for 3 games, right?
Yeah, he was out. He was out before he got rid of his agent. But yeah, definitely since he got rid of his agent, he hasn't played in any games.
No.
Very suspect. So it's very weird how all of this stuff is going on. And just for the record, for the family members on it that asked me about the Zion Williamson, does he have a hamstring clause? And according to what it says Zion contract does not explicitly have a quote hamstring clause end quote, but it does include a clause that essentially makes the final 3, and it basically goes into the 3 years of his deal, non-guaranteed, if he doesn't play a certain number of games, which was triggered by the significant injury history, including hamstring issues, limiting his play time in previous season, meaning the Pelicans could potentially waive him if he continues to miss significant time due to injuries. And then it goes into non-guaranteed years, it go into performance-based guarantees, and of course we covered the weight and body fat monitoring clauses that were added into his agreement. So man, it's but see, the thing is
a real contract for real.
Well, he a grown man though, Lex. He signed this contract because at the time Zion Williamson wasn't in the best of shape, even if the Pelicans from a health standpoint or a training standpoint is subpar in NFL circles. He's still a multimillionaire player. He still has to invest the necessary money into his body because that's how he's going to make money from. He's a professional athlete. He still has the responsibility to hire his own health staff to make sure he's in top shape so he can earn as much money. And the problem has been with Zion, he has been very candid about it. I mean, he went on Gilbert Arenas. We played that whole thing on here. Yeah. He got up on Gilbert Arenas and told, hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's hard, such and such. His pops sit up there and don't do. He feeds into it too. So I mean, it's a lot of he doesn't have a strong team around him.
He
does, and that goes to show you.
That does help to have the right people around you. But I'm looking at his stepfather, and I'm like, dog, you need to go on somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You are not helping.
That dude ain't helping at all, man.
Helping your boy out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You better put some more goddamn fries on that plate.
If you can't rely on family, man, it's like, what good are you? Why are you in the picture?
Well, his family is not like NBA level caliber.
Right. But you can say that about a lot of families, though.
But I'm saying his team, but J Black, it's a difference.
He shouldn't rely on them for professional help. He should be having professional guys. Like when we said about Karl Malone, when Karl Malone sent that invitation to him, that was years ago. He turned that down. He turned down a couple things with a couple people with Charles Barkley with the invitation.
Charles Barkley was reaching out to him.
Yeah, it was multiple power forwards that reached out to him that we were saying years ago that he could have aligned himself with that actually wouldn't be throwing him under the bus. Like if he was working under Charles Barkley, he wouldn't be throwing him under the bus like he do now. Like he'd have had him in some type of knowing how the NBA works. Like he's just like winging it basically and relying on his family, and his family, this is new to them. I
think that's his fault. That's that type of blame. The off the court stuff, that's on Zion, man. I give you a grace period of like 2 years to kind of figure it out and still be doing dumb shit. We in year 6. Like
Yeah.
he's 24. Like you look at LeBron, man, and where he was at 24, and any other athlete in the NBA that is what Zion expects to be, or what we would expect him to be based on his talent level. Like he, you can't give him a pass for that, man. Brian ain't had no team around him. He had his partners, and all of them was on a mission to figure out how to do something to help the mission. So
Yeah.
you got to put the right people around you and have yourself in the right circles. Like that's fully your responsibility, man. You got to be like the sponge and looking for what you need to be a better player. You ask the players that are better than you. Who do you train with and all this, and take their advice. You know, because they got a lot of those players that be wanting to help younger guys like Zion. That's still in the NBA. So that aspect of it, I think that's all on him.
What about LeBron? Didn't he ask LeBron? I thought LeBron turned him down. I don't know. It seemed like LeBron turned him down though when he was trying to talk to LeBron. That was the second year or the first year?
I heard he talked to LeBron as a rookie, but he probably didn't do everything Bron said, bro.
Oh,
I obviously didn't, bro, because LeBron James is one thing. He's gonna promote him to do better about his body, man. And then his temperament too. Like if Zion's healthy, like if he feels he's gotta play, then he had as a superstar, where is his emphasis to say, hey man, listen, I'm tired of sitting here. I'm whatever, I want to play. And force his way there. Now, if only way they can stop him is they have to have legitimate data saying that he's not healthy enough to play basketball. Exactly. If he is, he needs to take the standpoint of forcing his way on the court and not being subjected to a snake and a grifter like Griffin. Exactly. You can't. Okay, if they got money issues, hey, that's not my goddamn problem. That's my standpoint. If I'm Zion Williamson, listen. If y'all guys having money problem, that's not me. You're not gonna take money off my plate so that because you didn't do what you need to do in off season by offloading a player who you couldn't agree to pay. That don't fall on me. So you're not gonna screw with my minutes and screw with my money and talk this family cult bullshit. That ain't gonna fly. That's what he needs to do. So he doesn't have that star mentality. And that's the problem with Zion Williams. He's too cool in the cut. The moment he realize, like just right now, we just going over it, man. We on the outside looking in, but we doing the knowledge. We looking at the contracts. We looking at the injuries. We looking at the timelines on the injuries. Who doing that? We literally a bunch of detectives around here. We freaking it's Perry Mason and all these, whoever your favorite TV detective is, Monk, all these people. Matlock. Right. You Perry Mason, whoever you got, all of the great ones. We up
Sherlock
in here.
Holmes.
We in here going through the timeline. Fam, we done set up here and pulled up, heard this is how we don't trust David Griffin's led Pelican club. We don't trust these people so much so that every injury they say we go and investigate, going into the medical journals, not just one, multiple ones, finding out what the injuries are, then looking at the correct timelines, and then figuring out based on information that they're giving us or not giving us, we fill in the gaps. It's a very unique dynamic when you go all in. It's the same thing now. We've said this and we said it before. We've solved the riddle on why they're keeping Zion Williamson out from a monetary perspective. They're keeping, we've solved that. So, I mean, in the end, Zion Williamson has to know that. And he should be really pissed about that.
Yeah.
And my thing is, if he's not pissed about that, number one, that you're holding me back and I can play, that's underhanded. Number two, if you don't play me, I'm going to demand you to trade me. That's would be something I'm going to go to because you're not going to hold me back from playing so that you save money. Yourself. Right. See, that's underhanded. That's two things I need. That's real, bro. So I don't, man, listen, I don't know what to say about that, bro. This is just
if I was Zion, I'll go to the court and doggone hit one of them doggone 360 windmills between the legs that he be doing and show it to every team in the league before they can come calling.
There you go, bro.
As simple as that. Right. I'll have a whole workout regime out there showing I can still shoot, I can still move, I'm quicker than everybody. I'm stronger than everybody. I'm Bo Jackson out here. That's all he got to do.
That's awful, man.
Yeah.
That's awful, bro. That because see, Lisa, I don't know if I remember somebody doing that to somebody. Maybe you guys can educate me in the NBA where you ever heard people play, because this contract is very unique. They got a fat clause on there for a weight clause to keep him under a certain amount of weight. And you see he's really been doing that. You see him looking small. He's not as defined. DC called this out. He's like, man, that guy just been fasting. He ain't doing any weight training and such and stuff. He dropping the weight by fasting. But his body's not tight like it's supposed to. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff is.
What did his body look like before the season?
He looked tight.
He looked good. He looked good at certain parts, but like, you got to think about this too. All we see is his arms. In the jersey, we really don't know what he looked like with his shirt off. So like, you can tone one muscle group better than the other, and your body will look kind of awkward in that way. So we don't really know. We just know his arms look tighter than they did when he was getting a tattoo.
Based off of that tattoo, they said that tattoo was in the off season. They said that tattoo that he got was in the off season. So that's kind of
This is the question. If that's the case, why drop the video now?
Yeah.
You showing your shirt off? What is that?
That's what. That's your boy Brian Windhurst. That's your boy Brian Windhurst. He's trying to get clicks. That's what they do. That's what they do.
Well, but Zion and his team recorded the video, bro. So like, I can't blame ESPN when you got a cameraman in there and you editing food in the tattoo videos and stuff like that. I think it weird, man.
It was for the tattoo.
So that changes things if that was done in the off season.
Yeah.
The thing is, everybody's been going in on them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The memes and all that stuff. So,
because it was you do things in the off season, and I think they was going to make it drop right now, anticipating he was going to be playing good, but they had it preordained to have it drop right around now.
And so that was.
Come on, Jay Black, you can't read the room, though.
No.
They can't read the room.
Oh wait. I'm just.
Let me ask you something, Jay Black. How many of your boxers get out of shape and when they don't have a fight?
Say that again.
When they don't have a fight lined up, how many times you seen your boxers get out of shape?
A lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, there's very few that stay in shape.
Yeah, only the spectrum ones stay in shape.
Yeah, the great ones.
Like the complete spectrum ones, like a Floyd Mayweather or something.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. It's a normal human thing to do.
No, Zion, he's sending a lot of things that we just have to pay attention to. Like when he said that, with the tattoo thing, he did that for promotion for the tattoo artist. That was more for the tattoo artist. That wasn't for him. He probably was forced a contract or something that states that he had to drop at a certain time or for publicity, whatever, how they do it behind the scenes. Now, I remember him saying that he loved playing basketball. That's how he stays in shape. Then that's what he need to be doing, is playing basketball somewhere. That's
don't never hear about him playing basketball nowhere. The only time I heard Zion playing basketball somewhere was when he was playing with those children in New Orleans.
Yeah,
it was more like a photo op type thing in the summer camps and all.
Did he go to China? Did he just go to China? He was in China this summer, right?
China, and then he was working with what's the
That was a Jordan brand. That was a Jordan brand event that he was mandated to go to. He went there to play ball. It was all cameras, and it's like you're not really playing for real. Like when you hear about the guys going UCLA and all that playing, you hear about the tournaments Michael Jordan and all them put together, and what Kobe was doing all season, and LeBron.
It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? It's I don't know, man. I see it as different
when
it's not a photo op thing.
Is his name Aaron Nelson? Not Aaron Nelson. What's the dude?
We don't own these players, bro. We don't own them. Play for the Celtics.
Miles.
Kid's a person.
Miles,
Maybe he doing. We just don't hear about it. Maybe.
Aaron Miles.
Aaron Miles, yeah, him. Thank you. Yeah, he was down in Dallas. Okay, Will Guillory did an article. It was a fat article. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
And he talked about they were down there. He had a chef down there. He had a trainer down there. Aaron Miles was down there, and his stepdad, and he was down there training. Will Guillory did a fat article. That article was long, and we did a stream about that. But that's what he had been doing for after he got back from China.
Ooh.
He was training down there, and we did a whole show on that.
And another thing, we don't own these players, man. They're basketball players of our favorite team. We don't own them, and that goes for everybody. That goes for David Griffin. That goes for Gail Benson. That goes for everybody. They're not owned. This is a free country. You know, I can understand if he was in Russia and he was a Russian, that he had to always date back to them and whatever. However, Yao Ming was made in China. You know what I'm saying? He really was made. They put two basketball players together and made them fall in love and made them have Yao Ming. That's true. And he had to keep in task with him through his whole life. This is a free country. He don't have to. He's not obligated to answer to nothing, but he do need to stand up for himself and everything. And he's in a horrible organization. And I promise you, if any of these other teams get him, he's an MVP candidate.
Yeah,
that's simply what it is.
Yeah,
and that team's set up.
Exactly what to do with him. They know exactly what to do with him.
That's because one thing I'm gonna tell you, like I look at Charlotte right now and how they rebuild it right. One thing, like the two of my favorite players, they weren't my favorite players before now, but they're two of my favorite players on the team now. One, Taj Gibson and Seth Curry, and then Cody Martin. These are the veteran leaders to make sure these guys stay on track. They also got a player enhancement coach, which is Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker is the fixer for LaMelo and all the young players. When they have problems, what's it called said it, his job is to come back and tell me things and to get to know the players and deal with them and come back and tell me. That's not a problem. That's easy to do. If it's Kemba Walker, he's the best player to ever play for the Hornets. That's easy to do. Where is that at the Pelicans front office? Where is that on their coaching staff? Where is that?
I mean, how we gonna have all our best players? They was dying to get out of here. Like we don't have a culture to have that. We got Wesley Johnson and Antonio Daniels and I don't PJ. Where's PJ? PJ Washington. We're gonna go get him. David West. Don't never really talk about us. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody we had here, we didn't all the way do right by them as an organization. So we don't.
And that was
we don't have it. That's why they had to rebrand themselves as the Pelicans.
That lets you know that was before Grit.
Real talk, it was. It was craziness going on.
We would have had AD and DeMarcus Cousins, but DeMarcus Cousins got done so dirty. As far as how he left up out of here, he going around doing interviews talking about New Orleans was the worst place for Zion to come. I feel sorry for the kid.
He did. He came out with recent article about that.
My boy too. But
what's his name? Allen.
No.
Allen did too.
Allen jokes about us.
Yeah.
Whole 3 minutes.
Yeah, he clown.
Worst organization in the NBA.
But even on the same vein, the Celtics got a player enhancement coach. That's where it started. The first player enhancement coach is with the Celtics staff now, and he moved up the ladder. But he's just a regular dude, bro. He ain't even no basketball player. Like he probably played in college or whatever. But that's where Charles Lee got the idea from was from what the Celtics had. But you also see that player enhancement coach. You can Google him now. He'll come on up. You just put in player enhancement coach. It'll be 3 players. It'll be the guy that's with the Celtics now, and the guy that was there. He's now a part of the assistant coaching staff, and then you'll have Kemba Walker. Now, you notice the difference between when they start doing this player enhancement coach, the difference between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown on how their games just elevated, how they just jumped, and how they just won the championship. I'm telling you, that's the type of stuff that when you have a superstar, you got to have around you. Even if the Pelicans didn't do it before, they can do it now. Where's your player enhancement coach? Hire one.
I mean, it just sounds like you're talking about accountability, basically. Because Miami don't have a player enhancement coach, but you see how they do stuff. It's just,
But they had a strong system in place.
Real talk.
But that's the same thing. It's the same thing.
They really do have a player enhancement coach. Adonis Haslam.
Miami got one?
No.
Adonis Haslam. Adonis Haslam was the doggone mentor of the team.
He the mentor.
I mean, every team got like a Udonis Haslam type guy. Like,
not really.
There's only difference.
Winning teams, like
Who the Pelicans?
They have
exactly.
We don't have one.
we don't have
you hear
one.
what I'm saying?
Garrett Temple.
Garrett Temple. The last one we had was Rondo, bro. Rondo was kind of that. That was the last guy we had like that. DeJounte might be able to be that.
But even with Rondo, it's not embedded in the system, though. And
exactly.
That's what the problem is. Look,
where is the standard?
Miami Heat culture for no reason. It's embedded.
Exactly.
It's embedded. Right. That's what you're missing. It's a part of them. It's one with them. It's one with their system. That's what everything, every position, everybody's mentality. It's the same. It's that high level that that's why they call it Heat culture. If you look at the Warriors, it's embedded in their system. That's why, guess what? Klay Thompson is gone. Guess what? That system is still in place because it's the system. It's the standard. It's the system. It's not. Look, players come and go from the Warriors. Even when Steph sits down, that system is still there. And that's what's not here with the Pelicans. That's why even before Griff got here, man, the system has been bad. Tony Allen wasn't here when Willie Green was here or Griff. Same thing with DeMarcus Cousins. Same thing with Rondo. They weren't here. So when you start looking at like, man, there's something deeper wrong with this organization. Because yes, Griff is a problem, but who knows? Griff leaves, Willie Green leaves. Whoever comes up here next, it could very well be the same thing. You know why? Because the thing is, it's embedded so badly.
All right, then get rid of the owner. Because you talking about
no, you can't do that though. You can't do that. That's the only that is not allowed. And the way I see it, the reason why you can't get rid of the owner like that, you know what I'm saying? She really ain't on no bad public service, you know what I mean? Like the guy at the Clippers was. She's not nowhere near close to that. And as long as the Pelicans playing, we watching it. And as long as the Pelicans are playing, somebody's at the game. They pack that. We losing really bad. They still packed it on Thanksgiving Eve. That's the reason why you can't even make a move like that. The thing is, the reason why I bought Charlotte Hornets with their player enhancement coach is the fact that the Heat, compared to the Heat and everything, the Heat got their identity, got their status. They already had one, and Charlotte is trying to get there. Pelicans and Charlotte somewhat in the same boat. They're trying to get to a championship. They're trying to make playoffs. They're trying to change their identity. Hopefully, they're trying to change their identity at the Pelicans. But I know the Charlotte Hornets has made the step to do it. Oklahoma City made steps to do it when they got rid of Russ, Paul George, some of the greatest players ever, Kevin Durant, let them walk, all that junk, and look where they at right now. They like a team in the West that's destroying people right now, and that's the difference. And it's like tonight's game showed us what it was. The grindhouse gonna be the grindhouse. The Pelicans don't have an identity. Them folks had identity.
Right, but the identity comes from accountability, and it comes from the system. So, Like I get what you're saying about the owner and stuff, Lex, but Miss Benson don't know basketball. So you got to look at
And that's
the
the
whole
problem.
organization from
That's the
people
problem.
who are making decisions. Like she was handed this franchise. You got to remember that. This was Tom Benson who started all this, and he passed away, and she's trying to take over and fill in. So I don't know. Maybe I look at her a little differently, or I have a little bit of a soft spot for Miss Benson because she was kind of just put in position or trained up to be put in position because he felt that was the best choice he had when he knew his time on this earth was leaving. And you don't really have anybody else with more money in the state than her. Like I know they got probably a
Don't
few
got
other
nobody
people
else.
that could buy the team, but the woman, she's worth maybe 10 billion or something like that, or more than that. So
So a whole bunch of people that got a lot of money can't come together like
no, I'm not saying that. I don't think the money is the problem because my man got up here, talked about our contracts and how we competing with a lot of the top
Money
teams,
is not the
which
problem.
I agree, but I
Money
disagree
is
a
the
little bit
problem.
because a lot of those teams are over the luxury tax, though, bro. We only over the
Yeah, but
luxury
they
tax by like $1 billion. But they're like way
no,
over the
no.
luxury tax, man. They
Yeah,
going all the way in. We like
did you
a million or so
did
over.
you hold on
But
on that real fast? Did you hear any team that I said in that top four that's over the luxury tax that have top four players that take them over the salary cap altogether? And are any of them teams small market
Western
teams?
Conference.
Name one. Was any one of
but
them
you
small
said
market?
the Thunder. You didn't say the Thunder, right? Or you said
But
that
I
in the
didn't say
trade.
the Thunder is the Thunder is the most healthiest cap space in the
Nah,
league. They're really healthy.
none of them were small market teams. That's what I was getting to.
Exactly.
Like my point. My point was, Ms. Benson, if you want an owner, right? The one thing you look for from your owner is somebody who's willing to spend money. And she's willing to spend money. The problem is the money that she spent gets spent bad. So they're trying to go to the lady and like, oh, we need more of this, we need more of that, and already effed up the money. So the
So she
structure
has
of the
bad
team,
hirings.
huh?
She has bad hirings.
Well, she has a bad structure for making decisions to get the hiring, all the way from the president's staff all the way on down. That's how we got a David Griffin. Who was in charge of hiring David Griffin? You gotta think about stuff like that. So that
Yeah.
whole thing is messed up. They got to clean house on that and redo that, and everything else will fall into place. Because having a culture starts with being accountable for bad decisions. So if I have a president of basketball operations that can just make mistakes and then he still just gets to be around for the next 20, 30 years, like everything else is going to be like that too. Nobody's being held accountable to when shit is messed up. They just patch it up and keep going.
I don't understand, because there's a lot of I'm looking at all these other firings, look, Frank Vogel got fired from the Suns. They had a way better record than the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? Obviously Darvin Ham got fired. It's like everybody's making immediate action to do something, to make the team better. Y'all mentioned Dennis Allen. You know what I'm saying? Like, why hasn't she stepped in to get rid of
Because
man?
Lex, you got to remember,
You did it for
she's
football team.
she's still paying Stan Van Gundy.
Yes, she is.
She had to pay. Didn't we fire Alvin
Get
Gentry
rid of
a
the
year
dude
early?
who got him. It's like, because the thing
But
is,
if you're gonna fire David Griffin, though, Lex, are you gonna fire him during the season? Or are you gonna fire him after the season?
She did it to Dennis Allen.
No. I said if you're gonna fire David Griffin.
Yeah, David Griffin.
I know.
You're not gonna fire your VP or your GMs. You're not firing those guys during the season. You still got a trade you're trying to pull off for Brandon Ingram. You can't have a new guy come in and try to facilitate that with everything else going on.
You tell him he on a succession plan situation.
Exactly.
Meaning like he needs to be looking for a success. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. You can have a succession.
I mean, she fired Dennis Allen in the middle of the season, right?
I know that's a coach though. Lex, I'm talking about. I say David Griffin. The only reason Willie Green ain't get fired is because she don't want to pay
in the front office. We've never heard of that at all.
Yeah. That's GMs that have been fired in the middle of the season. That's how in football they do it all the time. They don't play that in football.
What are we talking about?
Let's see.
When
It happened
we had a
last year.
what basketball gym we had that was fired during the season? Because I don't remember any.
I'm trying to think. I can't remember, but I'm trying to think if I have remembered this.
I ain't
But
saying it ain't happened. I don't remember none.
yeah, I cannot remember, bro. I cannot remember. Like basketball look way more lenient than the NFL. NFL get rid of you. They don't care. They don't care. I done seen it my whole life. I remember the
Contracts
Raiders
not
doing
fully guaranteed though
See.
in the NFL.
Al
Your
Davis.
contracts are
Al
not
Davis.
fully guaranteed. So that
I
makes
know
a
that.
difference. That makes a big difference.
No. We ain't talking about the GMs though. That's like we ain't talking about the players. But NFL, like I remember, like Al Davis didn't care. He didn't care. Arizona did it last year. Arizona fired their GM in the middle of the season last year. The bald head white dude, they fired him.
I know, but you talking
Yeah, I
football to
know.
basketball. That's
Yeah,
apples to
but
oranges.
basketball,
It's
I
different.
cannot remember a basketball
They
GM
don't
that was
do
fired.
it, man. They
But
don't do it.
I do remember many times where a basketball GM was leading up to the next GM that was coming up. So they were succeeding them. That's the succession plan. I've seen that on
Yeah,
basketball
but
on many occasions.
Well, the
that's
same ain't
usually in
nothing with that
successful
Detroit
situations though, right?
Yeah,
Like the
it's very
Celtics
successful situation.
when they did that with Danny Ainge and the guy they
Yeah,
got now,
the boy
like
that
it's successful situations when they do that.
yeah, that's true. That's
The
true.
same
It's
thing I
very
do with
true.
Detroit. Didn't he get fired? Because
Oh,
he was the
Who
GM and the coach, right?
you
Didn't he
talking
hold
about?
like 2 positions at
Who you
Detroit?
talking about? Oh, Monty Williams,
No, I'm talking about Stan
Stan
No,
Van
Van
Gundy.
when he was with
Yeah,
Detroit.
yeah,
He had 2
yeah, he
positions.
did.
Didn't he
I don't
get
think
fired?
he didn't get fired during the season.
Are you sure about that, man?
Pull it
either
up.
way it
Like
goes,
I don't remember
either
him
way
getting
it
fired.
goes,
I don't
like
remember any
and
GM getting fired during the season in basketball.
Something needs to be
Ever.
done, y'all, man. This is
yeah, real talk.
bad.
That's
And the
where I'm
thing is,
going with it.
if nothing is done now, it's only gonna get worse. You're losing
Real
time right
talk.
now. You're losing
You lose a
time,
player.
you're losing more money, you're wasting careers. It's like how much
Yeah.
worse can you get by just firing these people
oh,
and so you can turn things around?
oh no,
Because if you
it's
keep
not much worse.
because basically you're digging a bigger hole. The hole is getting
I'll take a
bigger.
trade right now. Lex, I'll take a trade right now. I'll take a trade. I'll take a
I'm
They
trade.
just
have
saying, do
they're
you
doing a trade, definitely.
like what's the opportunity cost here? Do you want to make a change now? Yeah, you're gonna have to bite the bullet on a lot of things, but if you make a change now to salvage something sooner than on down the road, like which one are you taking? Because something needs to be
I'm
done.
taking.
You
I'm
want a
taking the
top
best
5
bench
pick,
players.
Lex?
I want all their draft picks. I want everything. I want to load up because I want
They
to rebuild this
man,
whole thing.
everything's is late right now, man. They just waited too long for this jump.
Um,
They waited too long to make a move. They were too reactive. And then they talking about, oh, we'll figure it out. That is a
And by the
that's
way, who is that guy?
that's horrible
Lex,
business.
who's that guy?
that's the
I ain't
general.
mean to cut you off.
That's the
That's the
general.
general
That's a
manager.
goddamn
Oh my
shame.
god. Oh my god.
My man don't even know the general manager. That's bad.
Well,
His name is
he right
Bryson
there.
Graham.
He like who's that guy?
That's
And
Bryson Graham. Okay. He
he
looked like
ain't
he don't
even
know
a
what the heck.
real GM.
That nigga's
All
an
he
actor,
doing is
bro.
piggybacking.
He's an actor. He's an actor, dog. Look at him. He don't know what's
Bryce
going
taking all
on
his
either.
cues. He taking all his cues from David Griffin, man.
Real talk. Real talk. And then like Willie Green acting like he know what he was talking about too in the presser today. He don't know what's going on.
No, he don't. Man, he's
I
so
swear to God.
foolish and dumb.
So today, I got league pass. So I rewatched a lot of games. I like to watch basketball. I love it. You know, basketball took over my football this year. Like I ain't much
Uh,
watching football as much as I watch basketball. You the same way, Lex? Like
oh,
we already
well,
know the Ravens gonna
I'm
win
a
the whole
basketball
thing.
person, but I try to keep up with football. I keep up with the Ravens. Our Ravens and stuff.
Yeah. So but yeah, I've been watching all these other games, right? And I've
Yeah.
been watching all these other games. I'm telling you, coaches don't sit down. They walk the bench the whole time. They can call in plays. They got ATOs already drawn up. Man, Willie Green don't do nothing but call timeout. He sit down, he call timeout, and then when they come to him, and he got to draw up a play or ATO or something.
He don't know what he's
It's
doing.
always assistant coach that's doing it. Always an assistant coach doing it. I never see him pick up a clipboard. Y'all can tell me if y'all ever seen him pick up a clipboard. I have never
I've
seen
seen
it.
him pick it up.
I seen him. I seen
Yeah,
him.
I
Make plays.
seen him pick up a clipboard and make plays.
I seen him
But the
call
thing
plays.
is, he ain't writing nothing
Are
down.
they good plays?
He wrote
Are they good
something. He
plays?
played.
Hey, you know
I
how
don't
they
know.
had when they had the mic on Darvin Ham, and he was like, salute. Y'all remember that? He had the board. He was just scribbling. He was just scribbling. He wasn't even drawing up no play, and everybody was looking like, okay, what is going on here?
The hell is this?
I
LeBron.
know. He
LeBron
was
brought
just
that junk
scribbling,
up.
like, okay, y'all get right here. And he wasn't even writing nothing down on the board. The camera was right there. Man, that was embarrassing, man.
Yeah,
No
hey,
wonder
yeah, I
LeBron.
remember that, Lex.
I wish
My partner, a Lakers fan, I was sending him that video, messing with him. I remember that.
that was funny, man. That was so funny.
That's when they started. They started drawing the losing streak that they had on Darvin Ham head. They was putting like the little
Yeah,
mole on his head for 0 at
man.
5, 0 at 7.
He didn't know what to do, man. He didn't know what to do.
So
That
Damn.
shit
What?
let's talk about some trades. Like what is some trades that you can see that we can get right now? Like what's a
Does
realistic?
anybody want to go before I go?
Oh, you can go, Stacy. What you
Okay.
got?
All right. You gotta fall into it. Like fall into the youth movement and doggone get you some doggone players that are producing. Go down the list of analyticals and also who produced it with numbers and who showed it on tape. You gotta take like when it comes down to the Brandon Ingram thing, take the best players and they draft picks off of another team. Take the best player, and the same thing with Zion. If they want to trade Zion, take the best players besides their superstar. They're not gonna give you a superstar for Zion, but you can get the best help that he has, the best help that the player has, that superstar has, besides that superstar. You understand? Or their future player. Like in the situation with Charlotte, you're not gonna get LaMelo, you're not gonna get Brandon Miller, but you can get Miles Bridges, and you can get all these other pieces that they have. You know what I mean? And that meet financially in their draft picks. Oklahoma City is the best place to actually trade with because they have things going on and they are about to make a big trade. They are about to make a superstar trade.
But they might
They
get
about to, exactly. Beat them to the punch. Beat them to the punch. Entice them before they can go ahead and get Giannis. Beat them to the punch.
We talking about Griff
That's
here.
right.
I don't think they're trading no damn Giannis.
Wait, hold on. I watch all Buck games, Jay Black. I do. I watch all Bucks games. Right?
Yeah.
Doc calls up a play, calls timeout. This is every game. He gets the team together. He tells them what to do. He dap everybody up, and Giannis is sitting on the other side of the bench every single time. Giannis is going out there playing basketball, but he's not dealing with Doc. It is trouble in paradise up there, and he's handling it. Both of them handle it very mature. They don't like each other.
That's
And
cool.
when the
Why would they keep Doc Rivers over Giannis though?
It's only
when a Nigerian cut you off, they cut you off, bro. They ain't got time for it. When they cut you off, they ain't got time. I'm telling you, they'll shut it down because they deal with mess all the time in their own personal lives and stuff like that. So with this even being business like that, what are you talking about? Why would they keep Doc over?
Yeah.
It's not that they'll keep Doc over. Giannis can't get himself out of there if he wanted to. It's on him.
All you got to
It's
demand.
on him.
You
That's all he got to do. So let me explain something to you about last year. What happened with them? They were having bad. Even though they were no more team in the East, they were having breakdowns. They wasn't communicating well. Giannis was being very special last year. I think Brooks Lopez was out majority of the beginning of the season, but Dame and Giannis were just being superstar players that had them winning them games. That's how good Giannis is. They were having problems. So when he got that man fired, it was a just cause to get him fired. But to bring in Doc to say, "Oh, you're gonna bring in a more powerful person than that last guy. I can't remember his name right now. That
Griffin.
actually,
Griffin.
yeah, Griffin.
Griffin.
Yeah, that actually looked. Giannis basically looked at them like, "Oh, y'all really think y'all controlling us like that?" Like Nigerians are some people that's like power to the people. They're like really they really do get into politics and everything. They're really about change and all that junk. It didn't help him out at all to get Doc, who's somebody somebody that actually won a championship, actually had some type of resume himself to come over there and take over this man's kingdom that he built. You know what I mean? And he wasn't feeling it at all. And you kind of saw that whole thing play out towards the end of the season. And we're seeing it play out now, even though the Bucks are starting to win right now. They do not get along. He won't out.
We got to hear him say it before.
I know, right?
They've been saying Giannis wanted out since 2016, bro.
Yeah, they've been saying that for years.
It's 2024.
I think Thanasis will say it. I think the brother will say it.
What
I think the brother
Joel Embiid, man? Since they losing a lot, Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid out. Joel Embiid gone now. He out. I saw the the YouTuber Brian Sutter or something like that. He just broke down. He the one who do he a doctor. He a physician and everything. And he uses YouTube as his platform to show off injuries of athletes and stuff like that. Just yesterday, and you can pull it up on YouTube now. It's still in the algorithm that he broke down how Joel Embiid's career is over with. Like these are the injuries that's happening, and he's putting too much weight on that leg and everything. He said it don't look good for Joel Embiid. So yeah, I that's my thought process too. Zion for Joel Embiid straight up. They both having problems straight up. Pass them over.
I ain't saying
No, I don't want that.
You're in the same situation.
Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum for him.
No, I would say they would want as a complimentary piece for Zion. They would want Herb Jones.
Hey,
they would want Herb.
I'm just saying CJ and BI for Joel Embiid.
Nobody picking up CJ. Stop that. Let it go. Let it go. We tried to do this whole summer. Nobody's taking that. The only team that's taking that is going to be a team that's about to win it, and they just need a shooter. There's nobody out there like that. Orlando already picked up they wing that they needed. When they got KCP. Stop that, bro. CJ is stuck. We good. We can't.
I don't believe that.
We did that stupid jump, the trade for him and sign him to that money.
I wasn't stupid at the time. It wasn't stupid at the time. Now, right now, because they didn't get off
the money. We the one who extended him.
Yeah.
He didn't get extended by the Raptors. We shouldn't have extended him.
So what? Let him walk?
No, you could have replicated him. You could have. First of all, you could have basically had him. You could have had him being somebody's Wes Welker to the Julian Edelman, meaning there's a certain player that's going to come out just the same way. We're going to find that same type of player, but CJ going to mentor him, and then we're going to let CJ walk. That's a long-term plan you need to be thinking.
So we would have let CJ walk, because that would have been last year. Last year, you would have let CJ walk?
Yeah, so we about to let Brandon Ingram walk and Brandon Boston going to be the new Brandon Ingram. You don't see what's going. You can possibly do that.
Well, Brandon Ingram most likely. I thought before he was going to walk, but once his agency, he got rid of his agency. Nah, he can. They gonna trade him out there. I'm just saying. If he kept with it, he would have stayed. They would have tried to make it work in the off season, but nah, he's gone. He can go. He can make this money somewhere else or somewhere. I don't know the thinking because the thinking don't make sense because he's not making that money nowhere else.
It don't matter. It don't matter. He's gonna win championship somewhere else. He can win. He can win playoff games somewhere else. He'll be relevant somewhere else. It ain't about the money. That ain't none of my business. I'm not getting in his pocket. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna do that.
Wait. But, no, it matters with the money because if he signs for less, why didn't he sign for less with us? That
he don't have to. He don't owe the Pelicans nothing. They played games with him all summer. He don't owe them nothing.
I didn't say he owed him anything, but makes sense of the. So you said it doesn't have to make.
If David Griffin didn't make sense to half the things he do, he doesn't have to. There's not a player that ever been in the NBA that has the whole explanation of why he left this team, whether he got paid more or less. Andre Iguodala didn't make that explanation when he went to the Golden State Warriors and made less than what he made at the Sixers.
He did.
But guess what he did? What he do though? He not win a championship. He not win a couple of championships with the Warriors. Well, he's not a key piece of their success.
Why he went down? He explained that. What are you talking about? He did explain that. He explained why he went back to the Golden State Warriors and took less. He explained that. He explained that.
Okay, so what I was trying to say, he didn't have to explain it to the Sixers. What I just said. You understand? He don't have to explain it to the Pelicans. Like what? Ingram don't have to explain it to the Pelicans. Ingram don't have to explain it to the Pelicans. Iguodala didn't explain it to the Sixers. Iguodala was retired before he even talked about the situation.
Well,
he just left. An all-star just left and went to the Golden State Warriors, and they won championships off of him.
Well, Bi, somebody he gonna do something. Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. He's not. I don't. After the contract happened, something's gonna happen now. They're gonna make something happen with this.
You done great tonight. Like you talk well tonight and everything. Yeah. But I think the Pelicans got your head messed up so bad, and he is like David Griffin is a spirit of confusion, but he got your head messed up so bad that you even lost on this. That you even like the thing what I do, I see through people. I'm scam proof. I'm not about to be played. So that's how I look at it. Maybe like DC does that a lot. He reels me back and shows me, oh, this is the vision right there. It ain't got to be too deep of a conspiracy theory or whatever. And it shows me, and I take heed to that. So I'm like putting you on game about how bad David Griffin is. They got you so confused that you're not seeing like what's really going on.
I don't know what's going on. Okay. That's your opinion. I don't really, get into opinions. That's how you feel. But
you asking about that, you still going on about Brandon Ingram's money and his amount that he's supposed to make. We don't care. We want to keep him, or we want him to go and get something for him.
If you don't care,
the situation that Pelican put us in, that we're gonna lose him for nothing.
If you don't care,
anybody in the audience understand that.
If you don't care, you could keep your opinion to yourself. Then it's not for you. Got that? I just stated out. Listen, Brandon Ingram, his money. We talk about contracts. We talk about everything on the Pelican postgame. You can't dictate what I can talk about. Respectfully.
No, I wasn't trying to dictate what you're talking about. I was trying to tell you.
I could talk about a contract in my mind. I could talk about anything I want. I'm talking about like something that possibly happened. Something that probably happened is BI possibly getting traded or walking for nothing. I said that last week, but things changed when he left his his group, his agency. Seeing it changes things. That's what I said. That's what I'm staying with, and that's what I'm keeping with. Now
he's not on the court now. He's not on the court now.
Now Zion leaving his agency. His agency is closely linked to the New York Knicks. The CAA group they closely linked to the Knicks in the New York State or Brooklyn. They closely over here. We know about CAA over here where I'm at. I'm in Jersey, so we know about that over here. So that going to the Knicks, I don't see that happening because I'm hearing a lot of that. That don't really sound like it's happening. That sounds like a make up story that they making up right now.
I kind of feel like that was propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we don't really know the real reasons. We only know what they've told us. And who came out with that article?
I think they tried, but they couldn't get it done. We didn't want Julius Randle back. I think that's what it was. We didn't want Julius Randle back.
Well,
if you look at Zion's contract, you look at OG Anunoby's contract, it's $87,000 difference. It's the same $36 million, $87,000 difference.
Say, bro, why would the Pelicans trade Zion for OG Anunoby? That sells no tickets. Zion ain't leaving unless you're getting a bunch of first round draft picks or somebody else that could be marketable to sell tickets.
Exactly.
They end up making money. They're never gonna get rid of Zion, bro, unless they can find a way to replace him with somebody else that can help him make money. Zion ain't going nowhere, and he never was.
Zion to the fullest.
It ain't enough for the Knicks to call and try. They could try.
They tried a bunch of times.
Right, but you're saying we didn't do it because we didn't want Julius Randle? Like, nah.
Yeah, that's the main reason. That's the main reason. That's definitely the main reason.
Who else?
There's no incentive for them to do it, period. Unless we just want to help New York. Like,
we could have kept Julius Randle. He was here. We could have kept him.
We didn't even want to resign him.
Yeah, bro, dog. The way the things went down, mind you, Cat went over there the last week before, and it locked everything up financially for all those major teams, bro. Now, thank you for that, DC, though, because I see your point of view about that. I do, but I also hear out my point of view about that too.
Okay.
I do speculate that they tried. They simply tried, and we turned them down, and they would have had one Cat.
I agree with that. I think a lot of teams tried.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying. They tried, but now we stuck, and them two are telling each other, out of them 4 players, one of them got to be traded just for the next one to get traded, because every team is locked up except for a few teams.
So do that money really affect our cap if Zion don't play 61 games? So that's 20%. You said 40% of his cap if he don't play 41 games.
Well, what happens is they just explained that earlier that it does affect our cap. It gives us cap space. But what it does do, though, also in the same vein, fans are not coming to the games. They're not going to come to the games. They're not seeing Zion. They're not going to put him on NBA TV. They're not going to put him on TNT. They're not going to put it on ESPN. You're definitely not going to get that now since you're the last place team in the West. That's revenue that they're not that the Pelicans are not making at that point. And sooner or later, like and one thing, this how good God is, man. This how good God is. Notice that y'all got way more members now, and a lot of people are sticking to PPR despite of how bad the Pelicans are playing. Y'all realize that?
Well,
that
people
the
trying to
PPR
figure out the answer, man. They're trying to figure the answer out, man. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Why is this happening? Why is Zion Williamson saying that he could play right now, and he just has a strain and he's not coming back to January? So I mean, people are just asking questions. They don't believe the Pelicans, so they're looking for answers.
Yeah.
And guess what? Lex, DC, DQ, y'all platform is amazing. Y'all have a really great platform, and as a consumer of the platform and everything, I just want to give y'all props for that. I'm glad that good things are happening for y'all, despite of how the Pelicans are going.
Thank you,
Appreciate you,
Stacey.
brother.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man.
Stacy.
November 6th is the last time we played. So, how long ago was that? Let me see. So how many weeks was that? That's 4. That's 3. 3 or 4. That's 4 weeks.
I was trying to figure out his contract situation.
Nah, I've been out since November 6th. So, and I'm saying how many games he played. I think he only played like 6 games.
Yeah, he's played 6 games. That's what they said.
Okay. So
Probably 5.5.
If he misses all of December, which is what they got him set to do, according to what they're saying, then that's what an additional. What's that?
It's like 3 weeks and 2 days to be exact, Jay Black. So it hasn't been 4 weeks, a month just yet.
Okay.
Now I don't know how many games.
What's the betting? What's the betting on? Let me put this as a poll question because I think that would be fun to hear what the flock has to say about that. How many games do you guys think Zion Williamson will play? Hold on, let me get the poll set up because that'll be fun to hear what they got to think about that.
I'm gonna take the under Q. Anything under 41.
Oh, these.
I mean, because according to Griff, if they holding him out, to save money,
right?
I mean, it's like that's not even we can't even be realistic because it's not because he's hurt. It's more so because Griff wants to hold him out. So
yeah, but
they can be under the cap.
But Lex, that changes that if we figure that out, if we did our what's your boy Matlock, we did our Matlock thing, Columbo, what's the ball head son bitch, Telly Savalas, what was he, Kojak, all these other great Sherlock. I mean, all the great ones, man. But if we could figure that out, like, okay, he is asking the question and say, okay, I feel like I can play right now. I don't have a tear. I don't have a partial tear. I don't have a full tear. I got some soreness. And according to the reports that they shot up that strain multiple times to help it heal. What kind of strain you have keeps you all the way out until possibly January? And if he knows it's funny business with that, this is what I'm saying too. Zion Williamson has something going. He's questioning things, just like we seen Gail do with the Pelicans. See, it's true time. He's looking at it and saying, man, my contract is based on how many games I play. But is Zion Williamson, he's obviously rich enough to have his own doctor. Like you have athletes to have their own doctor that they go to, or they get second and third opinions. They don't just believe what the team say. I'm wondering if he is astute enough to understand to go and get second and third opinions on his hamstring, use those reports to go back to the Pelicans and say, hold on, this is what my doctors say that I can do and I could play. And they say, well, we're going to go with what our doctors say, meaning they're the Pelicans doctor. He can force his way back on the court or demand a trade. If they're stopping his money and we figured that out, I'm pretty sure he figured out that's why he got his people out of there.
I got one answer to this too, Q. What if Zion is all in for them trying to get Cooper Flag?
Hey,
dude, that might be his partner. They might be talking about it.
Yeah, but you're gonna lose money for your partner to be on the team.
I don't think. I think this is my what I think. I can't prove it.
Yeah.
But I think if they approach Zion with this whole thing about the luxury tax, this or that, I do think they'll take care of him like under the table some type of way. I think it may be something agreed upon.
Well, DC,
that might be why he not. That might be not why he ain't pushing all
DC,
that, bro.
That sounds very legal.
They'll go to jail. They'll go to jail for that.
It probably will.
I don't think Griff is thinking like that because let me tell you, the thing is,
DC talking some illegal shit out here.
Even if
I didn't say they was gonna hand him a Brinks truck full of money. There's all type of ways you probably.
No, you ain't talking about Brinks. Talking about a bag under the table. That's what you're talking about. A
So I'm
bag
saying
under the table.
there's ways where they can grease his pockets on the back
Man,
end.
don't try to clean that shit up, man. Go ahead, Lex.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm
I
calling the bag under the
like
table to give you the
the
reference.
thing is
No, you
that
didn't say that. I said that. I said the bag under
what
the
you talking
table.
about? If Griffith stood
I said they're trying to pay
that is
grease
a
his hands
horrible
under the
plan.
table.
DC, please.
Goddamn.
That's a horrible
DC, please. I'm
plan.
trying to hear the
Man,
Lex
run the
man.
tape back, man. Let Lex talk.
That's a
Let
horrible
Lex talk.
plan.
Shit.
Because the thing is, it's not even if you do tank, it's not guaranteed that you're gonna get Cooper Flag.
No.
Come on, man. We know this.
Right, it's a lottery.
Look, that year the Zion came in, didn't the Knicks have the worst record?
Yes, they
That's
do.
right.
They were number
Yeah.
3.
They
Come
rigged
on,
the piss
We,
out of that one too. I ain't
we
gonna lie
didn't
to
say
you.
it was a good. We didn't
That
say
ain't
it
the
was a
first
good
time.
plan, Lex.
That ain't the first. No, but I'm just saying, like, to do that is crazy. To do that is
It's Dave.
crazy.
This
It's
David
like,
Griffin you're talking about here, Lex.
yeah, I know.
And
But that's
David
dumb.
Griffin be going to jail. He'll be doing fair
You
time.
got to consider everything.
Listening to DC talking about get a bag under the
Man, they
table.
need to get, I'm telling y'all, they need to get rid of these people.
It's all right. What I'm gonna give you an
Because
example
if
of how
they
they can do it,
it's
Q.
gonna get
I don't
worse.
want to hear it, bro. I don't
Like,
want to get caught up by
it's
your
bad
idea.
and ugly now. It can only get worse. It
What
can only
if what if Zion gets new representation
Hold on, DC. Lex was saying something you just totally
and they
overran.
redo Pell's Zion's
With
contract?
nonsense. With nonsense. Like, you doggone cut off for some nonsense, bro.
Yeah, DC talking crazy. A bag under the table. And then he's expounding on it. I'm like, DC, they're not gonna do that, brother. They're not
Now,
gonna.
see when we see some weird shit happen,
He's
we're gonna
already
come
made
back to this show.
money wise though.
I'm sorry,
Well,
Lex.
it's always
Yeah,
Y'all talking about like people that make sense. What's up?
I said it's already some weird stuff going on. We are the
That's
worst
what I'm
team in
saying.
the
Like
NBA.
I don't understand why this is so crazy to think about.
We're the worst team in the
You told me
NBA, dog.
if you told me we had 4 All-Star level players, it will be 4 and 16. Like, come on, man. Like, why is this out of the realm of possibility?
DC, I don't think the man gonna get nobody no bag under the table.
No,
brother.
man, I'm not talking about like that. That's why I kept trying to reiterate my point because you doing.
That's why you had to change. No, don't reiterate nothing. You had to change that shit up.
Hey, nigga, you doing your big Q bullshit that you do. But I'm saying, what if they agreed a shake hand deal or something where he can get it down the line? If they restructure, if they restructure the contract,
he said the same shit again.
If they restructure his contract as currently done, and they take some of the stipulations out there and give him more money, wouldn't that be the same thing? Huh? No, it's not, because once he changes his agent, he can redo his contract. They can renegotiate the contract under a new agent.
DC going crazy.
They sit out games before.
You're damn right I took buys, Molly. Give me my money.
They're the Jamaican roster singer.
Hey, you don't take the money, they gonna kill you. Give me my money.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
What you fail to realize is,
yeah, we can hear you. You talking.
Yeah, let Don come on in, brother.
Can y'all hear me?
DC fails to realize, yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Hey, Big Q, can you say something real quick, Big Q?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay, I can't hear Big Q. So, hey, Big Q, I'm gonna exit and come right back. I can't hear him.
Can you hear anybody else?
Yeah, I don't know about it. I'm gonna exit and come right back up, Big Q.
Right. Okay, like
yeah, DC.
The Hawks just got fined $100,000 for sitting Trae Young out of the doggone. They sit people down there to go and see was he really hurt. Yeah, they just find him $100,000. Imagine what the NBA do to him, and then turn it over to the FBI, bro. Like, no, that's not going on.
That's why I said that's why DC kept pushing the point. I'm like, DC, we're not even going down that road, brother.
Y'all, because y'all thinking like illegally. I'm saying if they give him a deal.
Said it.
What?
Because I'm saying if they give him a deal or he have added benefits, if he has added benefits later, man.
Is that
later?
Is that in the contract?
Huh?
Is that in the contract?
How would it be illegal if they renegotiated his contract?
He set
and
out
took some of the stipulations out under
That's
under
not
his new agents.
that's
How
not
would
what
that
you
be?
said.
How would that be
Have they done
legal?
that?
Because they both
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's a way they could do it. I didn't say I
DC,
knew
okay,
how they
DC.
would do it.
All right, DC. All right, DC.
God damn.
We good, brother. We good.
I mean,
Thank
We're not good.
We good. We good, DC. All
We're
right,
not good.
go
I'm
back
bringing the
and
gloves next time I see you, Q.
get
We're not good.
go ahead. We good, DC. We go ahead on and keep drinking your rum punch, brother. You all right?
You got the rum punch, bro. I asked you for something, so don't even try to pull that bullshit
don't
off.
sound like that's me
We can
talking about
run the
taking a
beginning of
bag
the
on
show
the
back. I asked you for some rum punch, bro. You told me I gave it to you. I told you I
don't
had
want
no more.
you don't want to sit up here talking
You
about
said
bags
you
in
were
the
drinking rum punch.
let's stop all this pettiness.
All right, I'm sorry. Go
Cam
ahead,
Reddish
Lex. I'm
is a three-level
sorry.
scorer.
No,
Don't let Lex talk. Be quiet, Q.
you are so funny. I've been to talking. That ship has sailed. Just move on. Just
Cam
move
Reddish
on.
is a three-level
It's a
scorer.
hot mess. You know what I'm saying? You were cutting.
I'm sorry, Lex. I'm sorry. It had nothing to do with you. I'm sorry.
He tripping,
No,
bro.
what you talking, man? Ooh,
Next thing, hey Lex, next thing he gonna be saying
DQ
is
up here
Cam Reddish,
stirring the pot.
saying is Cam Reddish is a three-level scorer. That's what he gonna
See,
be.
now nobody said nothing about no goddamn Cam
is
Reddish.
Shady Sharp.
Yeah, Shady
Oh,
Sharp is a
boy.
three-level scorer. There you go.
Man,
That's the next crazy shit.
stop pumping fake laughs into the studio system, bro. All right, let me stop, man. We got people on the panel, man. They're supposed to be talking, bro.
DC done messed up everything.
Be quiet, Q. Let the people talk. Be quiet.
Hey, what we talking? What you
Go ahead,
got,
Lex.
Don? Did you have a question for Big Q?
Don, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all now.
All right, brother. You go ahead.
Yeah,
You
I
got
know
the
what it
flow,
was.
my brother. We got about hey,
Hey.
Don, close it out. We got about 3 or 4 minutes, bro. You got the last word before we close out.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Hey, shout out to Lex though. Hey, Lex said we was gonna lose by like 11 and 15 tonight.
She did say that. Shout out to
Yeah,
Lex.
yeah.
Let's blow a
Shout
round of
out, Lex.
applause on that.
Shout out, Lex. Hey, that's
I
right.
appreciate you.
Round of applause for Lex.
I try to get those numbers right. I should have put a bet
Yeah,
down.
and let's do some boos for Q because he said we was
She
gonna
really-
win.
She really made that she really made that prediction with a lot of joy and force.
She did. She did.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lex. Cam Reddish is a
We didn't
3-level
lose
scorer.
by 30, y'all. We didn't lose by 30. Gotta thank the Lord for that. We just lost by 11.
Wait, we lost by we actually lost by 11. I thought it felt like 18.
DC can't count.
Yeah.
All right, DC.
That because
DC can't count.
that
Go ahead, brother
she-
Don. Don't
They
worry
was
about
losing
it.
by
DJ
18 when I turned the game off.
That because
Q, so,
CJ
you know.
McCollum
DC, please let Don talk, man. You got to close out the stream.
That
Go ahead,
because
brother.
CJ
He's on that
McCollum.
run punch hard tonight, man. What's wrong with that guy?
That because
I've
CJ
been shut up,
McCollum
bro. You
and,
the one still talking.
Oh my
Look,
God.
CJ done hit
What's
that.
wrong with DC tonight, man?
Yeah,
What's
let's-
going on?
Now you got to do better than this. Let brother Don speak his mind.
Go ahead, brother Don. You got it.
I
Cam
said,
Reddish
nah, that's because
is
CJ
3-level
McCollum hit that fan duel 3 at the end of the game.
And people were mad too.
He
They
took-
were so mad.
He done took some people money, won some people money.
Boy, CJ McCullough had the driest 30-point game I ever seen in my
I
life.
didn't even
Yeah,
notice he had 30 points.
Yeah, 30 tonight.
Man, that's unbelievable.
Exactly.
I think they had made
Unreal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
30
nah,
It was
that's
tonight.
crazy.
unreal.
I did not.
It
I didn't
was,
30
man.
points did not impact nothing. It didn't
Nothing.
impact nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy.
221. And you had
All the
220
points and not have the impact.
and 221 point scores plus
Yeah.
16-point score. And
Yeah.
you still lost by what is it?
You know what?
120 to 109?
Memphis's
Yeah.
bench was killing, man.
That's
They didn't have
crazy.
an answer for Memphis's
Yeah.
bench.
And that's why I say, man, tonight, man, we didn't really. The players didn't lose this game to me tonight. It was all on coaching, man, because they played really hard, man. They competed, they tried their best. The coach ain't put them in the right positions. That's what happened tonight. The coach didn't put these guys in the right position at all tonight. Even Misi had a good game. You talking about 3 blocks, 14 boards, 16
He had a
points?
double-double, didn't he?
Yeah,
he
with
plays
CJ
awesome.
getting 30. Like, sometimes them stats will win you some games, you would think. But it don't because Willie Green ain't putting them in the right positions. You know what I'm saying? No matter who doing what, the coach is not helping us at all. That man is not helping us at all, man. So shoot. We're gonna see, man. So yeah, I think Zion might miss it the rest of the year. That's what history says.
God damn.
Yeah, that's what history says.
Man.
Let's just go. We might as well go with that. We might as well take that. We bet on that because shoot, we've been in the same position before. Like, oh yeah, Zion's coming around the corner. When do we think he's coming back? January, February, November, and then they say he out for the rest of the year. Shit, that's what it's
Hey,
probably
wait,
gonna be.
hold up. Correction, Don. They never tell you he's out for the rest of the year. We
Yeah, they
just
ain't
find
gonna
that out as the year goes on.
But yeah,
Oh, we gonna figure it out.
They came out and said that he was out indefinitely, and then Sham Sharania, he came out and said he was gonna be out for 4 to 6 weeks.
Get
now,
tight, Lex.
now I will say this. Now, maybe Zion could be holding out for them to fire Willie Green. That could be another thing too. So maybe when they fire Willie, will we see Zion, start to ramp it up a little bit after that? You know what I'm saying? And
That could be true.
yeah, because
You
he
think
doesn't seem like he's not Willie guy at all. He doesn't seem like a Willie guy at all.
No,
So
he
how
don't
many
even play
games
him
do you
right.
think it take before Willie gets fired?
Say that again, Jay Black.
How many games do you think it'd take before Willie gets fired?
man, I can't
Oh,
even
One,
answer that shit. That
the
They
Knicks.
bullshit,
said
man.
Cyber Monday.
It don't make
Oh,
no sense.
we passed the deadline right now.
Yeah.
Right. So it's hard to even
Hey,
answer
it
that
ain't
shit. Yeah, it's
midnight.
hard to even
He
answer
already,
No,
that shit.
right.
it ain't midnight
I
yet.
He
think,
already been called. He
I
already been
think
called.
Big Q, the only one who don't want Willie Green fired, y'all.
Dang, Big Q.
Oh, you want
You
to? Oh,
need
you want him,
three.
Big Q?
You need 3
man,
sunglasses on.
Or it's
DC,
that pineapple juice? Or you don't really want
bro,
it, Big Q?
DC tripping tonight, bro.
That's that pineapple juice and
I
chicken.
think DC mad because I blurted out that Cam Reddish is a 3-level score. That's what he upset about. That what I was putting out. Don't tell me. Don't ask me where I got that from, man. Don't y'all dare, man. Don't ask me where I got that from. What somebody told me that. I ain't gonna tell you who said it to me, but that's all right. All right. So anyway,
Great way to change the narrative without answering the question.
I mean Willie Green got to get fired. Yeah, he gonna get fired. I think he makes it
When?
out of December
The
though.
thing is when though.
Okay.
He makes it out of December.
Oh God.
Lex, he makes it out of December.
Okay. So new year, new things.
I
Big
would
Q?
say I think 2025. I think he
Okay.
makes it out of December.
I'm still hopeful for Cyber Monday.
It's not
I
gonna
think we
happen.
wake up in the morning.
I think
we wake up in the morning and it happens.
Tomorrow?
DC on that rum punch hard if he believe that man gonna get fired
If
after
the
the next
Knicks
game.
beat the Pelicans by 40 on Sunday. Okay.
Which is very likely.
Cyber Monday.
But
y'all saw
Okay.
that
They're not gonna lose.
High probability he'll be gone.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say they. I don't think they're gonna lose by that much just because
No.
of DeJounte.
Not right.
He's not gonna go
Right.
like that.
It's
No.
gonna be in New York, and they dogs.
They can go up there and beat the Knicks. You never know.
yeah,
Nah.
Okay.
Hold up,
I'm
Big Q.
still
I'm just saying, brother.
I'm still on the 4 and 20.
Big Q on the wrong point now.
No, I'm saying it's listen. Yeah, I'm saying it's the NBA. It's the NBA. Anything can happen.
You know what?
Big Q, it's a G League team with Willie Green, Big Q.
I'm just saying they do for a surprise you win.
You do know that
Big Q still got love for Willie, yo. He hoping he could turn it around.
DC, could you let Lex talk? She was talking. You just talked over again.
I'm sorry, Lex.
No, what I was saying is that you know that teams are looking at the Pelicans now. Oh, that's the team that we should beat. That's the team that the Pelicans are right now. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, and I kept saying this, teams are looking at the Pelicans. Oh, this is barbecue chicken. We got to beat them. You got to take care of business. I mean, somebody said we Pelicans last in the West, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So now the Pelicans are one of those teams, the bottom feeding teams. That's that for the opponent team. That's the team that we supposed to beat. That's the mentality for these teams.
The opportunity was tonight. We only win on Fridays. So
we looking at the draft, Big Q?
Now I was looking at the lottery system. Somebody asked about
okay,
the
what?
order of the lottery.
We can see what you're doing, Big Q.
At what point do we start talking about the drafts? When we get to like 4 and 23?
I
Y'all
mean,
team,
start talking
after
about the
team,
draft.
All-Star break,
2025.
hey, y'all team Derek Harper
2025.
or Cooper Flag?
Ace Bailey. Ace
Cooper
Bailey.
Flag.
Cooper.
Ace Bailey.
Not you. Have you been watching Derek
I
Harper?
like
though?
all
Yeah,
of them,
Derek
bro. I
Harper.
like a lot. I like a
Derek
lot of
Harper
guys
and
in
Ace
this
Bailey
draft, bro.
teammates, right? They teammates at Rutgers, right? Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, they both
Dillman,
good, but
man, Dillman looking like James Harden and Luka mix.
they worked out with Giannis this summer. And the
Yeah.
video that dropped today, they're working out with him and everything. That's gonna look fire though. But look, Ace Bailey the one. We gotta replace Brady Ingram anyway. So might as well get another wing.
Man, that Dylan Harper, dog, he know how to play the game. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah, but we got that at DeJounte. That's the only thing. DeJounte ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
This is his team now.
No, you're right.
This is
But I'm afraid for Ace Bailey. I don't know. He just seemed like he could be a bust too. He give
he
that
can
like
be if he goes to the
Ace Bailey he got all the potential, man, but he got to reach it.
yeah, he give you that
That's
bust
kind of how I
look.
see him.
The Cooper, I got gonna do something. He gives you like, you know what I'm saying, just more polished to me.
He for sure, but your boy, other dude, I don't know about his shooting, man.
Who?
They're not gonna let Cooper Flag come here. They'll let
Yeah,
Cooper
they're not
Flag go
gonna
to
do that.
Seattle.
You said who don't
They-
know how to shoot?
What the UCLA kid, I like him too, but
Who don't know how
I'm
to
not sure
shoot?
about his. I'm not sure
DC?
about his shooting. Hold up, I
That's
gotta
a
pull his name.
UCLA kid.
Yeah,
A lot of
who's the
people
kid
big
from
on that.
UCLA, man?
Now a lot of people big
I
on
like
that guy
him.
from BYU, Denham. They saying he like a demigod or something. Like he like
I don't
that.
fall. I'm not falling for that again. I'm not falling for nothing from BYU again. It's not happening. Jimmer for that, bro. I was a Kings fan, bro. When it happened, I was a Kings fan when we got Jimmer for that. Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's a little different though. It's a little different. This guy one and
Yeah,
done.
that's what I'm talking about, bro. I'm talking about ego. I'm saying UCLA. I'm in BYU.
Oh, that was you talking about. Oh yeah.
DC definitely on that run punch.
Once again,
I'm driving, man.
DC on that run punch. Screwing
I
up
can't
dates
drink
and
run
times
punch and
and
drive.
players.
I gotta pull
Where
it
you
over,
going,
man.
DC?
DC, I don't even
I'm
think
driving away from the Pelicans still, Lex.
I just think he's sitting in the
Going
car
to
talking.
Jamaica?
What happened?
Going to Jamaica?
No, you can't drive to Jamaica. That's impossible.
That's that because DC lying. He's sitting his ass in the car.
That is impossible. You can't drive to Jamaica.
Well,
If
you
it
can
was,
go to
DC would have.
Jamaica.
Huh? You damn
You
right
can
I'd have drove
to
to Jamaica if you could. I drove over there.
You gotta get a little bit deeper
Right
with
through
the
Florida.
accent.
Going back
You
home.
gotta get a little bit deeper, DC, with the accent. What's going on with you? Are you acting in your movie?
Yeah, his accent come out when he get mad. When you start
From the diaphragm.
you start criticizing Cam Reddish.
From
Boy, that
the
accent come out.
diaphragm.
Okay, a little bit deeper. And stop laughing.
Hey,
Stop laughing so
From
much.
the diaphragm.
I'll tell you what.
You got a
One,
song?
You can do it from the dip to the
a
diaphragm.
surefire way to piss DC off is talk shit about Cam Reddish or Shady on show.
Hey,
You
DC,
see
you
his
got
accent come out.
DC, you got a song for us tonight,
They are
DC?
not three-level scores, DC. They ain't
DC, you got a freestyle for us tonight, DC?
Cam
Nah,
Reddish.
man, I gotta get my rhyme book, man. I'm moving around.
A
Can't get
Willie
in the
Green,
rhyme book.
Green Pelicans freestyle, man. We need one, man.
Hey, I'll come up one, boy. If they fire that boy, I'll come up one quick, fast, and hurry.
Man,
He
he
said
ain't gonna do
Willie
that.
Green is gone.
I think
Okay, brother Don, I hear you. Okay, I like that, man. I like that.
All right. Well, we're gonna get ready to get out of here. Listen, I'd like to thank all the family members for tuning in tonight. Shout out to you, brother Don, brother Stacy, J Black. Appreciate y'all, man, dropping the facts as always, man. Appreciate you being on the panel tonight. Shout out to the family members listening on tonight's stream, man. We had some fun. I hope y'all guys were entertained. And scratch that. No hope. No hope. No hope at all.
And you ain't never played Dick Gregory, bro. You ain't keeping it real, bro.
It's okay to play, brother Dick.
He let Willie Green get away with that shit early in the show. Talking about hope is right around the corner and all that shit.
Play Gregory one time, Big Q.
He's fired after the Spurs.
You setting a bad example for the culture, Q.
Hey, man. Let me tell you something, brother.
When you
All
said that shit.
You better speak that, brother Don.
You know, damn hoe.
I ain't never seen a billionaire say, I hope I win the war.
Speak that, DC. Here we go now.
All right. So, all right. So anyway, fam, listen, we're gonna get out on that. We're gonna close out with Brother Gregory dropping his game, man. But listen, we appreciate y'all. Y'all do us a service. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. By all means, feel free to share the show on the social media feed. And listen, man, we'll be back on Sunday afternoon to recap the Pels Knicks matchup, man. So things
wear your sunglasses.
things are definitely getting serious, man. All right, here go Dick Gregory. We're gonna close out. Here we go.
Hope, man. Hope you gonna pay your goddamn rent. Hope your car work. Come on, man. Ain't no but bullshit.
I'm just saying. I think a lot of black people are being brainwashed.
It ain't got nothing to do with them.
Okay.
And here, if you say I'd like to go to Paris this year, but I can't afford, you just told 75 trillion cells to see to you don't get to Paris. Huh?
That's right.
That's who you are. And when you find that out, when they told me I had the worst cancer you can find, I told my son, Doc, I said, don't show that to your mother. Because after your sister get married. So I gave her the report. How could they do this? I said, bitch, you better get out of here. You think I'm leaving this pussy here again for your high school face? Oh, you out your mind. I ain't going nowhere. I know I'm not going nowhere. If you hope don't work. You never heard no rich, powerful motherfucker say hope. Hope I'll win the war, but a fool. The real folks know they're going to win the war before they start, except they don't count in the universe.
There it is.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelican, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the pro shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the pro shop and who that is.